Hello, everyone tuning in tonight. Welcome to Oulton Park, somewhere on the other side of the ocean. Ryan Bauer, Bearded Sim Racer here. Joining me tonight are Chris and Chrissy from Three Pedal Mafia. What's up, guys?
Hey, Ryan. Hey, everybody.
Hey. So yeah, we're over in England at an old track that is pretty cool.
Yeah, we raced this on Monday and had a great time. This was our second time we've been there. It's fun. It's actually one of the more fun tracks that we've had in iRacing that's free. A lot of good elevation change, a lot of higher speed stuff, slower speed stuff. It's a good mix all around. Totally.
It's a bummer that we're not running the historic without the chicanes, but I guess that makes things a little safer.
Yeah, well, we did in our second race last week. We put the faster cars on and did no chicanes, and you are moving without a doubt.
Yeah, I did the Lotus 79 broadcast on Sunday mornings, and we were here I think 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's crazy, this track, like how narrow it is and how fast it is.
Yeah, if you go off a lot of spots, you're gonna die basically. But that's the beauty of so many older tracks is you're going to die. Hey, oh, good. Michael found the pit entrance because it's kind of a tough one on this track.
Take a look at some of the liveries we've got here.
Jezzo Pete. Okay. Sure.
Jezzo Pete. Nice. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Got some good stuff on there. Heinz macaroni. Yeah.
Who knew Heinz made macaroni?
Sponsored by Walmart, powered by ramen. Here we've got something with moose long on it. Oh, Elk Wang Brown Ale.
That's great.
Elk Wang. Okay.
It's like moose schlong.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's in a Volkswagen, so never lift still applies.
Well, I'm loving that. The Rowdy Burns street stock. Very nice. Oh. Little puntage Dave Miata there in that corner.
I feel like a Rowdy Burns Exxon NASCAR street stock just has to punt Miatas by nature.
What does Ron have on his Audi here?
So
crikey, it's the Rosers.
Yep.
That Captain Slow? Yeah, I think it is.
It looks like it, yep.
Yeah, nice. Some good logos on the back there. You love to see it.
Look at Ron getting all the sponsors on there. Well done, Ron.
Yeah.
Ron is on point with his themes.
I like the spec map. So the back of the car is shiny and the hood is matte. It's like plasti dipped. Very nice. On point.
As usual.
On brand. Ooh, nice. Some more good stuff.
And Ron. Good.
And Ron.
Let's talk about early 2000s corporate irresponsibility.
All in one livery. Smartest guys in the room.
Absolutely.
Long live dang old Camaro. Nice. Very nice.
And depending on which side of the car you're on is whether the stock is going up or down.
Pretty. Old style, Pepto. Oh, buddy, hang on to it. Nice.
Oh, good save, Eric. Good save.
Very nice.
Yeah, the pink wheels.
And chili up there, some Applebee's.
Various things that you need Pepto-Bismol for afterwards.
Tyler's. Or Jonathan Samuel, I should say.
It's a TARDIS.
Yeah. Interesting. How about that?
Can we zoom inside and see if it actually is bigger?
Unfortunately, no, it's not.
Nope, that is not bigger on the inside.
There's a head inside a helmet. That's pretty cool. We've never seen that before.
It goes right through the brain. Yep.
The important part. Oh, buddy.
That's not where the track goes, Jonathan.
Going for a ride. Wow. Oh my.
Oh, good. Zuklos found the jump. Yes.
Yeah.
We were practicing the jump, and on our race too. Yeah, if you just go straight at turn 3, aim for the steepest part of that berm, and you will just launch right over the track on the other side.
Didn't take long to find it.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
And you go right over the track, and it's great when you get a whole line of cars doing that when you're the one they're jumping over. It's a good view.
Nice. Appreciate you guys doing the R&D for us on Mondays.
Hey, we try to be useful. No, we don't. Right. Yeah, the aliens enjoy the practice because they can get ready.
The Doge on the Mustang.
Give us an excuse. Otherwise, we have to pick something. So it's easier just to do whatever Nate picks, and it's fine.
Very speed.
Oh, so fuel.
Such power. This is the UK version, apparently. I like the dog that looks like he's driving a sim rig or something with the glasses on. Oh man, that's great. Yeah,
good. You got even the license plate says Corgi.
Good stuff.
Put some time in that. That's excellent.
We got the strip barber. Been a
Always
while
a
since we've
classic.
seen that one. Yeah. Very nice. Oh my. Ah, it's
Wow.
Frederic. Very nice. Our French friend.
Bonjour.
Oh,
Bonsoir, actually, where he is now.
what's going on here?
Having a little problem. They can't leave pit lane. They got their Formula cars tangled. Oh,
Ooh,
clang,
some nice texture on that one, though.
clang. They having
No,
a
you
Canadian
go.
standoff.
No, you go.
Well, that didn't work out as well as expected.
Or was it as exactly as we expected? And
No, it was wonderful to watch, but for them, they're like, I don't know what to do. They can't talk either.
Mustache Stang, very nice. I see
Good.
Mike Ditka. Is that Daryl Hall? Nice.
And
Tom
the guy
Selleck.
who's always the cowboy.
Two Tom
in the old
Sellecks on the
movie.
hood. Yeah, I can't think of that
Well,
guy's
yeah.
name. Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone knows him.
Yeah, there
Ron
we go.
Swanson, Hulk
Yeah,
Hogan.
Ron Swanson, Hulk Hogan. Very nice. See what we got on this side.
Meet the Freddie Mercury on there, and
Hold on, there's some more.
is that Saddam
think that's-
Hussein?
No.
No.
That is Nigel Mansell. Very nice.
Oh, good. Nigel Mansell.
Wilford Brumley. Nice.
Can you tell us about diabetes?
And I want to say no, that's not who I thought it was on the. Let's take a closer look.
Geraldo Rivera, I think.
Yeah, Geraldo. There we go. I wasn't sure if it was Geraldo or Jim Halpert with a fake mustache.
Yeah. Okay.
Nicely done.
Good choice of mustachioed individuals, David.
Agreed. Adjust the aperture on this camera. There we go. That'll look better. Oh, I saw this one earlier. This is good. The Gorilla Hair Products. We now make bikini wax. That's great.
Oh, good.
That's safe.
Should be guaranteed 24-day hold.
Nice. There might be a couple of these. Oh no, there's the bikini wax. Okay. I remember seeing that in the car painting thread. Good times. A Rustiata? Sure. Oh, hang on to it. Nice.
Oh, no. I mean, didn't hit anything,
Nice.
so,
Yeah. It counts.
close enough. Yep, close enough.
Rusty with the Major Ivan Hurst. Interesting.
I'm sure there's a Wikipedia thing that someone can read about to learn more.
Yeah. Very nice.
Sagi has a graced us with his bacon.
Oh, bacon. Lots of bacon.
Apparently, you've never met Sagi in person. That's what
Meet the
Meeting Sagi is.
Beatles. Okay. Sagi always has bacon.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
He is like the bacon fairy.
The Beatles. Okay. I'm not familiar. The Beatles.
Okay.
Haynes explains the
Mario
British.
for the British.
Yeah, good luck. It's totally. It's Jay. That's great.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. Keep calm and yeet on. Very nice. Good
Great.
stuff.
Well done, Andy. Well done.
One more look at that hood.
Oh, that's some lovely custom bodywork on the passenger side.
Lady A.
Lady A's actually out with the Motorsport Management Services.
Very nice. Put out a highlight video I just saw on Twitter just before I logged on this evening. I think she's rocking the Xbox controller. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not a wheel.
Oh, Logitech pedals. The Mazda is driven by misfits forever, known as the justified ancients of Le Mans.
Okay.
Something about problems with pedals.
Yep. So you're struggling a little bit at our race here. She's getting up there.
Randy Bish with the that Powerpuff Girls. What those are called?
I think it's Powder Puff, but
Powder
Power's
Puff.
better.
Yeah, Power is better. How you doing, Chrissy?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well. Back to the
smartest guys in the room.
right. So, a little
We should
over
check
16
Randy's.
minutes. Yeah, Randy's.
He says his trading paint is properly borked. Let me know if nothing shows up. So let's see what we got out of Randy.
He's got the
Which is this,
Powerpuff
his
Girls.
Miata? Oh, he had the power. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy, we can see it.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yep, got it.
Is that the paint? Is that the livery you're looking for?
Yeah. Somehow I don't
Oh,
think
buddy,
that's the
hang on to
default.
it, Eric. Nice.
Didn't crash.
Very
Didn't
good.
roll. Great success.
Yeah. Nicely done. Great turnout tonight. Looks like 34 cars, 34 teams
Wow.
out here.
That's
That's
great.
great. Yep.
Fantastic.
Free track for the win.
Yeah, it's free, which is always nice, but it's a good track too.
That too.
Some of the free tracks are like, okay. But this one's it's a fun track to drive. There's enough about it that it stays interesting.
Oh boy.
It's hey, kept it on its wheels. What's in a street
Yeah.
stock turning right? That's not a given.
Nicely done.
Street stock turning right can roll just on its own, just cause.
34
made
stunt
for that.
granny, and I don't think we should be worried. Any more than normal.
Nah. I mean,
There's Aaron.
what's AA Ron got going on tonight?
Castrol.
Yep, he found something on Trading Paint showroom.
Yeah, that'll work. It's clean.
We got to get him to have a wart burglar theme, which I'll give you the backstory. Our team makes these burgers we call them wart burgers because our first women's race car was a Wartburg.
Ah.
So it's a burger that has everything you would want as a topping in a burger in the burger already. Because we didn't want to bring all the toppings to a race. So made into the burger patty includes
Ooh.
bacon, cheese, onions, mushrooms, spices, all in the burger. And they are, if I do say myself, effing delicious. So
Sounds good.
you can see his team. His team name is Wart Burglar for Life.
Very
So
good.
the Hamburglar, he's the Wart Burglar, because whenever they're out, like everyone has one, and he waits and makes sure no one else wants any of the extras, and then he goes and gets another one, and then maybe a third. So
Big
he's
fan.
The Wart Burglar. Oh yeah.
Nice. It does sound good.
So they are delicious.
Very good.
Ryan, if you ever make it to a race, let us know, and we can
Definitely.
include you in Friday night festivities and
Excellent.
save you a Wart Burger.
So the cars we have out here tonight, as you guys have probably gathered, but we'll go through them anyway. We have a TCR class, which are these Audi RS3 LMS front-wheel drive cars. And then Class A is street stock and Mustangs. And then we have Class B, which are Legends, which I haven't seen any of those yet, Skip Barbers, MX-5s, and TDIs. So, good stuff. Lovely.
The Skippies are a lot of fun to drive. They really are. And the Miatas, whatever they did with the last update on the Miatas, I don't know if it was a tire model or what, made them so much better than they used to be.
It's good. I've heard someone say that they're back to normal now, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Like,
Yeah.
Like when we started this, a year and something ago, I was driving the Miata and I hated it. And I actually never even tried any of the license tests because I hated driving the Miata so much because it was so bad. And so then recently I tried it again, and it was a lot of fun. It was great.
Nice.
Like a Miata
Nice.
should be. So I've driven
Oh.
an ND plenty, and an ND is a great car. It's a shame that they ruined it the first time, but they've gotten it back. And David is ruining his Audi quite properly.
So is Kevin. Yeah.
Yep.
See what happened to Kevin here? Oh, a shortcut. But there was someone there. It was
Yes, a bit.
Olasek.
Spatula. Effective.
Yes. Good way to start the night.
Skippies are wonderful spatulas. We found Skippies are great that you can go behind a Mustang and just drive. Yeah, yes, even at low speeds, it'll just drive right under the Mustangs, and they come out the other end and be perfectly fine.
Man. Still wrecking. Beautiful.
And what are all the people doing in the pits? Come on.
A little under 11 minutes till we light this 2-hour candle from both ends. Oh! Death.
Sagi, yes. Yes, we are. We are. 3 p.m. is doing pit race in meat space. We have 3 cars, assuming we
Oh,
get
nice.
the Z together. Yeah, it's good. That roll hoop on the Skippy didn't dig into the gravel as much as it would have in real life. So Eric's head didn't get
I
torn
love how the 27 commits murder and then just like
flees
hangs.
the scene.
No, he doesn't. He's like, oh man, I totally killed that guy. Like, watch. Just sitting here looking at him like, oh man, I've committed a
He's one of
murder.
those serial killers that likes to come watch what happens after you set the house on fire. Good.
Good times. Good way to start. Good way to start the night.
The best time to roll over in an iRacing is before the race starts. Get it over with. You need that practice.
Yeah, we've had plenty of practice with death, virtual death.
I do like the ghost cat in a shark suit on the Roomba. 'Cause
Yes.
you've made it a certain translucent, so it's It's more frightening this way.
It's less intrusive, but more frightening. What a combo.
Yes, because you can't quite see what it is if you don't know what it is, and it just... Yeah,
It's just there.
Yeah. And it's coming for you, and then it's not, and then it is, and then it's not, and then it is, and it's not. Repeat.
Perfect. Looking good there, Nathan. Looking good. Oh. What I get for saying something.
Commentator's curse.
Always.
What's with that clapped out Camaro? Come on, why wouldn't you have a clapped out Camaro in a race? It's way more interesting than these Audis.
Finishing the race would be a miracle.
That's true. So, all right, what are the various memes we've got here? I mean, there's the kid on the top. You know, this is one usually I'd send us to Chrissy on Friday when we actually had to work.
TJ Moon Racing 9, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the party. Brace yourself, the one is coming. Let's karate chop the finish line. Nice.
All right, so Kevin is in, Kevin Hesser's in this. What's his brother in? Because usually they are very closely matched in their cars that usually run the same. He's looking for his brother to hit.
The Pepto.
All right, so Eric's in the Pepto car. Got it. That's a race to watch tonight because they are usually so red misty at each other and not caring about anyone else. It's fun.
It's perfect. Uncle Dave all by himself in one channel.
You can sing the song in your head about that. Being all by yourself.
That's right. Nice.
Sagi's telling us that pit race might be the home of the most mediocre track battle since the diesel Chevette versus K-Car at Gingerman during the K at Ford program. Well, I look forward to such mediocrity while we are fighting teething issues in our new car and hearing about you all doing it. That's great.
Quick hands. Yeah, new cars, especially first time racing a car. That's when you really find out the fun stuff about it.
Not only first time racing a car, first time racing a car after a major engine swap. Even better.
Ooh. Killer combo.
Oh yeah. There is only fail in this plan.
It's probably fine, right?
Hey, we have 7 weeks left and we haven't started it yet, so there's
That's not as important as you think.
Yeah, I mean, making a new race car and doing a major engine swap, neither of those things ever have any teething problems, so we're gonna be fine. I'm not worried.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. 37 teams. Love it.
Fantastic.
So the start of this race should be very entertaining.
So Sagi, the cars you're talking about, is one of them one that I perhaps have driven in California? And another one asked, what's the swap? We're doing a GM Generation 3 V8 Iron Block 4.8 into a Nissan 300ZX Z32.
Yeet.
Yeah. It's going to be terrible. If anything goes wrong, we're done. We're just going to stop and drinking because, no, the motor takes many, many hours to remove. All right. Sagi is confirmed. One of the cars is one I have driven. I look forward to seeing its mediocrity. You could probably take 95% of that course at full throttle in that car. That'll be fun.
Nice. Oh, death down here in the chicane.
Yeah, chicanes are going to get bundled up a little bit, I think. Especially the first ones. First lap.
Yeah.
Depending on who's got their driving line on to know where the braking points are and who does not.
Ooh.
Yeah, who's that bouncing in and out and all over the track? Good for them.
That is nice.
Is that mental? Because someone's got cocktail blast there.
It's not mental, but nice. It's interesting scenery at this circuit.
I did see in the car park, the cars were parked really, really tightly together, more so than usual. But not as many RVs, I guess, because they're, not in the US. In England, they've got their caravans that they'll tow behind like a Kia Rio diesel hatchback. I think that's
Nice.
perfectly fine.
Nice mixture out here.
Yeah, that's good.
Artsy. So artsy.
That's real racing.
That's right. And the little Miata, or the little Skippy looks so small compared to the
Oh,
Audis.
And when you're in it, it's still, you feel that small.
And it's fun when you do the Skippies versus like the 87 NASCARs.
Everything's so large, especially when you
Oh, my.
grid and you're sitting next to them. You're like, they're so big.
Well, it's like when we drive
Camaro.
our NSX and look up at a
We're not
Camry, right? You sit there, you're like, what's up there? Oh, it's an Accord.
That's not the line.
I have the line. Neither do they. No one has one.
In these shots, you can really see the elevation change, which is nice.
Yeah, totally. Shout out to Dougie Beard for the fantastic cameras.
Thanks, Dougie.
Yeah, Dougie's the man. Makes all the good stuff. Dougie's cams bring the boys to the yard. Is that a thing?
His cams are better
Yes.
than yours.
Damn right.
Does he have to charge though?
Yes.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. Speaking of, it's been a long time. Name of this, oh, you can't see it from there, but we'll get there eventually. There we go. It's been too moosh long. Very nice.
Yep. Someone's asking in the chat, do Ellis swap Volvos always get put in Class A? Yes.
Oh,
Pretty much,
Rambler.
unless
Nice.
it's like a 544, then maybe not. It depends on how hopeless you are as a team.
Good to see Rambler. Been a while. We got a couple of fast guys tonight, in addition to the David Belands and the Aaron. How do you say Aaron? Is it Lineman?
Linneman? You're close.
Linneman? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just call him Aaron, and we're fine.
Oh yeah, double Aaron. Very nice. Yes.
And it's important to note that Aaron likes turtles.
I like turtles too, so it's all good. And huge group of cars tonight. All right, getting ready to grid. See if Nathan Adler can make it. There's a tire wall there.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's trying to take the. Oh,
No.
he almost did a rail grind on that, but not quite.
All right. For those of you just tuning in, one more look at where we are, and then we'll grid up and get ready to go. This is Oulton Park Circuit over in the UK. It's going to be lots of fun. All right.
$35 cars. Now 36.
Yeah, buddy.
Even better.
36.
Monsieur Tuto. Merci. He decided. Hey.
Oh, he's fine.
Hey, shout out to Santiago Iglesias here. He won. Yeah, he's racing. He won his class at the Snowdrift Rally this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Actual real meat space racing.
How about
And
it?
he did it. Great job, Santiago.
Glad he was able to find necessary safety equipment.
Reminds me, I need a new helmet. I got 7 weeks.
There you go. We are set to get underway for 2 hours of Sunduro fun. You get a look at the big pack of cars here. Glad they're deciding to hang out single file as the green flag is out and we are ready to go.
This can only go well.
Skip Barber's at the front. Interesting.
Reverse grid. Oh.
So far, so good. Oh,
Skippy,
there they go.
Skippies are racing nice and clean.
Oh, massive death in the back.
There it
We'll go
is.
back and check it out here.
Yep.
Let this sequence of cameras do its thing here. Ooh.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Good clean run around that hairpin.
Very nice.
As long as you made it through that first melee, seems like you're okay.
Speaking of melees, let's go back and see what happened. Oh, there's some death. I think there's more back here though. There's some death. Oh, Mustang. Oh, saw Husty's car go by, not on its tires. See if we can see what happened there. Oh. Oh.
And that was a great camera angle that it showed 2 different crashes in one camera shot.
That's how we do it. Oh, death there. Go ahead and put that up on the screen.
Yeah, easily.
Here's the first wreck. Oh, Pepto-Bismol.
So was it the Hessers?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only one
Kevin.
Hesser.
Yeah, both Hessers. Yep.
It was both Hessers.
Sure.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Sure enough.
They red missed so badly against each other. It's great.
Here's a Miata incident. Oh, Husty's had a bad first lap.
Towing. 2.5
We'll go
minutes.
back. Here's the back at the very first turn here. Oh.
Someone giga blasted and then someone stopped.
Someone giga blasted.
Clang.
Use it as a
Clang.
verb. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Just keep hitting
It's
that
totally-
next incident until we get caught up. Oh, that Camaro is going very fast. Oh, wow. Oh.
Yep. And those Mustangs don't take a hit very well.
Oh,
either.
Pepto-Bismol
Street stock
again.
do.
Oh, there they go.
Yep.
There they
Let's
go.
just- Yep. That's
Yeah.
the Hessers. Just
Yep.
the red miss is always, not always, but often worse among your own
Oh.
team than people you don't even know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Punt.
more contact.
Clang.
Yeah, we've seen that. Man. Had a rough time. Oh, hang on to it. Here you go, sicko.
And Bill Fisher's commenting, hey, it's a great show of aggression for the start of endurance race. He's right. It's not like we actually have 2 hours of racing to do or anything.
No. As
And Bill, come on, why aren't you racing in this? You have a rig? What are you doing?
Oh, there's... Oh, Lady A got yeeted off the track. Here's a look at that again.
I mean, fast hands didn't help there.
Oh, no.
Oh no. That was some street stock on Miata violence.
Right.
I think it's almost a hate crime of street stock on Miata.
Oh, God. Oh,
Nope, and didn't work.
this next incident button. Oh, it's gonna be bad. Ouch. David Bryan's just having a rough night.
Those Mustangs don't take a hit. His mustache is out of order. It needs to be. He needs a comb.
Oh no, Josh. Death. Alan just got elk wanged. There's more.
Yep.
We'll see a lot of that in the hairpin tonight, I think. This is great. I mean, like you said, the chicanes survived. Oh no, Santiago. Oh! Hangs on to it. Nice.
If there's anyone used to being sideways, it's Santiago.
There you go. Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
Yet the Audi just bounced. Huh.
There you go. Quick hands. I think we're live. There we go. All caught up on fun stuff now.
So few.
All right. Focus on crashes. Do your thing. So all of that in the first 4.5 minutes. You'd love to see it.
Wait, when we have at 36 cars, all of a sudden it's interesting.
Very. Oh. Oh. Hang on to it. Oh, nope. Nope.
Not so much. No, well, Nate.
Frederic. Lafredsky. Nice. Thank you, Stunt Granny, for dropping the deets. Yeah, if you want to get in on this, you can check out isuckatracing.com or onlylambs.com. Also, get you where you need to be.
Do we really want to send people there if we want them to come back? I'm not sure. All right. Do I have to see this correctly? That Randy Bish is leading this race?
Negative. Negative. Apparently, when he towed, he became the leader. But yeah, there we go.
That's impossible. Actually,
so yeah, technically, yes.
We were at New Hampshire Motor Speedway with the Lemons race, and our Triumph team parked on the timing loop in pit lane and scored a whole bunch of 7-second laps. So they were showing on the timing board as second overall, and I'm out driving one of our other cars, the boat, and I get a frantic radio message. Oh man, look, the TR's in second. I said, yeah, I can see the tower. The TR's not in second. Something has gone terribly wrong. And eventually we pulled up the timing and scoring, and there's all these 7-second laps. So ever since then, they've coned off a little further down pit lane so that no one can park on the timing loop again.
You innovator. You guys were hot lapping.
Which is no, it's great. And if you're not, Eric, Hessler, if you're not having the rules changed because of things you do, then you're not trying hard enough. So
if you're not if you're not innovating and they're not making rules for you, you're not doing it right.
Well, not about cheating, but mostly causing problems. There's definitely we were definitely partially responsible for the stuntman exploding rule.
Nice.
Not sorry.
As you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Ooh, very colorful for Nate there on that Audi. Ooh, focus on crashes. Yeah, it's good times. Husty and Nate. Boosty. My bad.
Oh, hey, Ron, what are you doing off track? Come on. Wrong way, Spencer.
Right? All right, almost 10 minutes in. Tyler Wagner, iSuckAtRacing.com to get in on these. If you're talking about the iRacing Lemons races, you'll find out what you need to know right there.
Or if you want a meat space race, go to 24hourslemons.com.
Correct.
Tell you what you need to know.
Scott K, you missed some yeets at the beginning, and we had some fun times there. Racing's been good. It's been close. It's been tight. Lots of action. Yeah, violent is a good word for it.
Uncle Dave's looking very proud tonight. What is he trying to do?
Nice.
I'm just trying to see where did he get this theme? Oh, there's a bit of Nyan Cat going on there on the side. There's some kind of horse. Yeah, I don't know what this is, Dave. But good for you. You can be as proud as you want. Well done.
Polasek out to a 9-second lead. He's asking for it.
Absolutely. Well, there's a great actual Meat Space Lemons car in California. It's a 5 Series BMW. That's a Nyan Cat theme, and they have speakers on the roof that play that all the time.
Oh, that's great.
And initially, it's annoying, and then it's like, oh hey, it's Nyan Cat, and then like you like it, and it's fun.
When you're waiting, you're like looking out, you're watching the whole race. You're sitting on the bleachers, and all of a sudden it comes around, and you're like, and you're like, you like laugh, and then it goes away, and then it comes back 2 minutes later, and you laugh, and it goes away, and it's hilarious.
It's the same when you pass it too. You hear it for a couple seconds, and then it's gone.
I mean, they might hate it, or they just embrace it.
Yeah, they committed to that theme, and they really run with it.
I'm imagining the sound of them going by. It's great.
Could be worse.
Yeah, but that's
100%.
what this is all about, is don't take yourself so seriously. Just lighten up, Francis.
You have a black car with white numbers? Yep. Much more fun with, as all of our teams here, they've all done a pretty good job. We don't really have any outliers, right? One or two that had minimal themes?
Yeah. And there are probably people that were having trouble with trading paints. But yeah, no. Oh God, I think that's Lady A in the background. Hang on to it. Oh.
But yeah, everybody did pretty well tonight.
Oh, the strip barber.
Oh, we gotta go see that, Skippy. No, it hasn't. Oh, he was spatulaed by another Skippy. What? That doesn't usually happen.
By the Bear Pope.
And with all this lack of safety gear,
Do a barrel roll.
fortunately, there's so much air on this Skippy that he didn't hit his head, which is great.
That's some nice
so
moves.
many rolls. Holy crap. If he's in VR, I really hope he closes his eyes. Every time you roll when you're in VR, it really is pretty sickening.
I think Carl does have VR. He's been part of the leading the blind teams that we've had, and I think most of those guys have VR. So very possible. Man.
Maybe not for everybody, but
he checked up for Lady A and got
Yep.
got spatulaed.
It was all part of one thing. I mean, I have a little bit of motion sickness, but really when I'm in VR and you roll, you just, or when you reverse, it's one of those things where it just kind of messes you up when you're not actually moving.
Yeah, not good.
Nope. Maybe get used to it, but I don't do it enough to get used to it.
Some sweet rotor glow there on the Camaro.
Hey Ryan, why don't we pull some drivers in to the conversation? See what they have to say about what's going on out there.
Sure. Well, there's a popular guest in the broadcast booth, Mr. Randy Bish. No longer in first place, but how's it going, Randy?
Oh, not bad, not bad. How are you guys?
We're doing okay. A little light on the broadcast crew tonight, so thought we'd bring you in to spruce things up as you do.
You see, I tried sprucing up even more because I tried doing this earlier in practice, and it worked there, but here, things have changed.
It's an impressive shortcut.
Because it is good for no penalty points, just a black flag that I get 3 laps and 3 shenanigans to do that in.
Nice. I just cleared a bunch of black flags for people, so that's good. There's a...
Now that Skippy's obviously having a good time there.
leaving a trail. So yeah, it's a little quiet in here tonight, but that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, although Chris, I did hear you ask earlier about cars that you may have driven in California. That is indeed the situation.
Excellent.
So I bought the car a couple months ago, and I didn't physically see it in person until yesterday, and my God, what a beautiful machine.
It is one of the most infuriating cars I've driven, in that you try as hard as you can, and you beat it like a red-headed rented mule, and the thing still won't die, yet you're also still not going very fast at all.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Spank asked me to kill it, and I tried, and I couldn't, and yet I was also very slow. Oh well. It was very comfortable though, that whole time.
Well, I mean, we have some luxury mammal drivers on this team, so like, man, maybe we should make it center steer, and we're going over all this thoughts of like how to make it McLaren, F1 style, and then we realize all you have to do is move the seat over like 8 inches, and you can still reach everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Is if you leave it left-hand drive, you're gonna do great in left-hand turns.
You know what? If I have to sit out a year for rolling that on a right-hander, as long as there's a picture of it, I'll probably call it worth it.
Yeah, actually, that's fair. Yeah. Yep. As long as you get the photographic evidence of it in progress, that's really the important part. Oh, the Audi just punted the Miata. That was a shame. Poor Miata. They get no respect. Watch the orange Audi. Ready? Punt. Oh, that's just too bad. And if people think it's too quiet in here, don't worry. In about 20 minutes, Mental's going to show up, and then we'll have no issues with quiet.
And then you'll think back to this quiet time.
It was so peaceful, just watching the racing. So when are we gonna have to black flag these two at the front? Because they're
gone. Yeah.
yeah, they don't get the memo about what this is. We're only 20 minutes in, so a lot can happen, but
Yeah.
we got our eye on you too.
Penalties have been issued.
Excellent.
Oh. Track block. So this should be your new leader when those two serve their penalties. David survives that one. Yeah. That's Eric's neighbor, I think. Lady A out of fast repairs. You hate to see it. ZZF in chat for Lady A out of fast repairs.
How many fast repairs were available tonight?
That's a good question.
'Cause it's-
Looks like 3. That seems really low for 2 hours.
yeah. Well, some people that's going to be a problem for people pretty soon.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Just right.
What's up with that Nate? He has a lot of confidence in people, I guess.
Oh, well, I think he's trying
And
to
3.
penalize people.
Oh yeah, in about an hour, it's just going to be 3 cars on course and Mental talking about something that nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah, it's on our bingo card of Mental tells a story that goes nowhere. Happens often. That's why.
That's on
Space.
all 4 corners on my bingo card.
It's almost a free space.
Stunt Granny making a Whataburger run. ZZF is apparently a Rush song. Interesting. How about that?
Bill is confirming that Mental telling a story that goes nowhere is absolutely free space, and Bill knows because when he had Mental on their podcast, it went for over 3 hours.
Oh,
He sure can spin a yarn. That guy. He doesn't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Jay Becker now in the lead after the penalties have been served.
That's all right. He's one of our aliens.
Battle for the lead right here between Dave and Jay Becker. Separated by 1.6 seconds.
What's Jay's theme tonight? I didn't really see that one. Yeah, Jay likes his anime themes.
Good stuff.
Someone gets it. Not me, but someone does. Which is all you need.
Princess Orange.
If 3 people laugh at a theme, then you've done it well.
Yeah. Something Canadian. What do you think of Bill's suggestion there?
What did I see?
He said we could play the Mental podcast and make almost a toe of these races as a steady background.
Yeah, he's right. Yep. And what was it? 2-3 weeks ago, Chrissy and I were, it was 3 or 4 weeks. Chrissy and I were on vacation, and we left Mental and Jeff for the podcast, and they did a combo episode with the Apex adjacent guys, and they went 3 hours without us.
Wow.
We come back.
How long
last
is your
week.
show normally? Like 90 minutes?
Last week we did 1 hour and 20. We're usually somewhere in the 1 hour to 1:30, 1:40 if things go long. But Nope. Well, we're gone. 3 hours.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
That's a whole week of commuting for some people.
So you
I
can split that into
typically-
2 episodes. Sorry, go ahead.
Like I'll typically fall asleep watching YouTube, and for some reason for the last couple of weeks my YouTube autoplay keeps going to that particular episode. So I'll wake up at like 3 in the morning in a fever dream and it'll be that episode going. It's like the 2021 version of like the George Lopez show.
Oh, man.
That's excellent. I'm sorry. And it had nothing to
Yeah,
do with
that's
us.
rough.
Yeah. Is this a driver change race, or is this one person doing the whole thing? I don't remember.
I think they have the options, if I'm not mistaken. So there are some teams that have taken a look at the entry list here.
Everyone likes options.
Yeah, there's I would say there's 10 teams and 26 solos. So yeah. Some people
All right,
brought a friend,
good
some
mix.
people are having a good time.
The good thing about this track is that it is really interesting. So if you need to do 2 hours, it's probably not a bad track to do it.
A lot of character.
Yeah.
It's not like New Jersey Lightning. Like, for example, if you race New Jersey Lightning for 2 hours, you're
Die.
just over it. Like, okay, I've done this now. I know what I'm doing. There's no challenge. Thank you very much.
This is a lot of interesting corners. Especially if you're racing by yourself. I mean, with 39 cars, you shouldn't be racing by yourself, but hopefully, if you are and you don't see many people around, you're racing to be able to challenge yourself and try to do pretty well on your laps.
Leader went off. David's running him down to 1.5 seconds. 1.7.
That's good. Nice to see the front runners running together. Hopefully they know they're at the front and they're trying to push it.
Yeah, no telling. You never know who's just out there driving without their relative or their standings on you. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. Well, and especially if you're running VR. I don't think it's hard to understand and know about what else is going on except for you racing.
Right. I use that crew chief app. He talks to me. Tells me stuff.
But you have to turn it into their Russian voice, so it just yells at you in Russian and you have no idea what it's doing. So on Dave Bellin's car here, Trypophobics Anonymous, I had to look up what that is. Trypophobia is an aversion to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes or bumps. It is not an officially recognized mental disorder, but may be diagnosed as a specific phobia if excessive fear and distress occur. People may express only disgust to trypophobic imagery.
Huh.
There you go. You learned something new today.
Yeah. How about it?
So I'm sitting in here serving a 5-minute black flag for unrelated shenanigans, and just like listening to the booth without the background music. Man, it's weird. It's like performance art at this point.
Thanks.
Yep. And later on, we're going to slaughter a chicken and then spray 5 cans of air freshener entirely. Yep. That's the beauty of performance art. It's whatever ridiculous thing you can possibly think of. Go ahead.
See,
What's
there's
their
a
name?
Venn diagram somewhere of like performance art and ways to keep Jehovah's Witness from knocking on the door ever, and like that's that tiny little sliver there where it overlaps.
I'm not sure that sliver's so tiny. Really.
I mean, this is of course going to need scientific testing to confirm this hypothesis, but I mean, I'm willing to put the legwork in.
I'm confident that you are. Thank you. It's for science, and a variety of sciences. They all will appreciate it.
The whole scientific community says thanks.
My Nobel Prize is in the mail.
I mean, they're not that big. Actually, I've held a Nobel Prize in my hand, actually.
Neat.
Oh, did you chase off Jehovah's Witness too? Like, has this already been done?
Totally, yeah. Yeah, we've never actually had one come to our door, amazingly. Although now it's going to be tomorrow. Although I wonder how they're doing with the Rona. Like, when you're a Jehovah's Witness, how do you... You're going to get even more doors shut in your face than usual.
Right? I don't think you go to doors.
I have no idea what they do. I know that they have windowless buildings. We see them around here. Yeah.
On board with Santiago, seeing how he's getting around Oulton Park in his skip bow.
He's amazed at how much traction he has after racing on ice in the woods all weekend in his BRZ rally car.
Oh. You'll have to bring him in and congratulate him on his victory. See if he can talk and drive at the same time. Hey Santiago, how you doing?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Oh boy. Congrats on the dub in the snowcross. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it was real sketchy. So icy.
So tell the viewers at home a little bit about this snowcross rally racing that you do up in very northern Michigan, was it?
Yeah, it's kind of the northern end of the Lower Peninsula. So it's the Snowdrift Rally put on by the American Rally Association. Kind of like logging forest roads. They close off for us, and they'll plow them, but this year they use the same set of roads 3 times in a row. So all the cars cross them, just polished it up, and no snow fell yesterday, so it was just a skating rink.
Wow. Nice. So were you rocking the all-wheel drive Subaru?
Nope, had my Subaru BRZ.
Nice.
So I'm in the limited 2-wheel drive class, so just less modifications allowed. And I guess another important point is that in Michigan, studded tires are not allowed, so we're all on studless tires.
Wow. Even more sketch
So were you
then.
running actual rally tires, or Hakapola or
Yep, I had some Hakas. There are like snow rally tires for deep snow, which the leaders use because they still have a little bit of snow when they start. But I just use normal, the best street snow tire I can get.
excellent. Well, yeah, we were watching a little bit of the stuff you posted about your rally, and it did look sketchy as can be out
But
there.
it was amazing.
Yeah, by the end of it, I was shifting from 5th to 6th at 2,500 RPM because I was getting wheel spin.
Fantastic.
Chris also wanted to thank you for reminding him that he needs a new helmet. I was telling him about your equipment dilemma.
Yeah, so that turns out it's my 5-year anniversary of racing, and my Hans expired.
Wow, and they caught that on inspection. All right. So, what did you were you able to borrow something, or?
Yeah, one of the locals had one that I could borrow. Although it was a Hans, where I normally use the hybrid, and I think I wasn't used to it, and it just killed my shoulders.
Well, hey, at least you were safe out there.
Yeah.
And now you can send it back to get recerted for next time.
Yep, and I got a while. I think my next one will be in June or July or so. So just got to get that mailed off and get a new sticker.
Yeah, we had ours all done last year before. No big deal.
What do you think of this track here at Oulton Park, Santiago?
This is a great place. It's a lot of fun with the kind of natural flowing road course.
Very cool, very cool. Well, congrats on your dub, and appreciate you stopping by the booth, and you're more than welcome to anytime.
Thanks for having me. I'll just keep out here. Most of my drifts are intentional because it's fun.
Yeah, that's Skippy. Definitely.
Congrats on your win, Santiago. Way to go.
Yeah, that snowcross stuff. I'll have to go watch some of those videos, but I can only imagine.
Well, this wasn't even a snowcross. This is an actual stage rally. And on just happened to be on ice. Like, so you're going through the woods on a basically slick forest road as fast as you possibly
Trees.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trees right there. It is.
You guys ever partaken in rally?
No, I did a Team O'Neill rally school once, but and I was in my Honda CRX, an 86 CRX at the time.
Ooh, nice.
Survived all kinds of good stuff. But it was not a proper rally. I've just never had a car that I could do it with. It really made it worthwhhile.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Because it's a very different. You need a very different setup, obviously, for a rally car than you do for a sports car. So.
Yep.
Good evening, everyone. I apologize for my delayed arrival.
You're here. That's all that matters. Mental in the house, everybody. Not that I have to give you an introduction, but welcome.
Thank you. I did make it a point to send Chrissy a safe. If you notice on that screen capture, I was doing the speed limit. There were no cops nearby, and then I texted you while I was at a stoplight because I don't want her to fuss at me later.
Yep. No, she's not fussing at you. It's fine. And we know you can have your hey Siri, take a screenshot.
That one is usually done when I'm doing something I shouldn't be taking my hands off the wheel for. But,
What's funny is when I just said that, guess what happened?
I was gonna say, I was watching a live RC broadcast over the weekend, and they were saying, hey Siri or hey Google or whatever stuff, and people's phones at home were doing stuff. So yeah.
That's
hey Siri, play Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yeah, the job I work in, you cannot bring your cell phones into a lot of the rooms. So there's now, and this is not a new thing. There's lots of even non-government jobs that won't let you do that. Ooh, Aaron, and uncharacteristically overcooking it into a corner. But so there's always these nice wooden boxes that everyone puts their phones in. And if you want to be a complete ass, when you see one of those boxes, just walk past them and go, hey Siri, set an alarm for 2 a.m.
That's not very nice, man.
And as I did it, what did my phone do right next to me? Yes. So.
Yeah.
That serves you right.
Lady A is going to be released from her pen in 30 seconds. She's back getting repairs.
Oh, nice. So
she ran out of quick repairs in 20.
Lady?
Yeah, she ran out of quick repairs. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's no
30
pedal, no
seconds.
wheeling this. Like, that's dedication today.
She's been into this even before she had a sim rig, so I agree with you. It's dedication, but no one's really surprised. She even shows up on our Monday night races. She's been showing up to our Monday night E1R races that we normally use as a practice for whatever Lemons is running, unless it's just way too complicated or we're going to ask people to spend too much money, in which case we'll go do something even stupider. But this past Monday, we did run this event. And one of our aliens, the resident Santiago, who I'm guessing is not here because he is busy kicking butt in the Snowdrift Rally this weekend. He's winning his class.
Here. We just had him in the booth before you were.
Oh, wow. That is fantastic. So he's probably playing from his phone while driving home.
Here, you can talk to him. Santiago, welcome back.
Hi, Mental.
Hey, how'd you end up doing this weekend? You were the last update. You were winning.
Yeah, took it. Class win.
Fantastic. So yes, if you're not feeling bad enough about your miserable existence, everyone here should know that Santiago won an actual meat space rally race, and here he is now crushing most people in Lemon's iRacing. And then tomorrow, I think he's got a model shoot with Allison Bree and Brie Larson, just because that way he only has to use 3 letters.
Yeah, we talked about that before you got here. Thanks.
All right, fair enough. All
I
right.
feel like he knew about that, but he just really wanted to rub it in.
Well, and again, we've said this 1,000 times, but if you guys are not ready for this level of competitiveness, which is pretty low, we do our Monday night E1R races, and Santiago will happily throw you a setup for your car while coaching you through a corner while lapping you for the 4th time.
While sideways.
Yes, exactly. Ditch hooking it.
Until we decided to test the jump out, and then I just got entertained by jumping all the rest of the practice.
Which was great for the rest of us because we would have these formula cars just arcing over us as we would come down the back straightaway. Right. So, I noticed, Ryan, that we have not, Bearded Sim Racer, we have not chased away your buddy, Polisek. He is still coming back and running with us and doing quite well, it looks like. For being too good.
Doing pretty
Excellent.
good. Yeah, they're having a good time out there.
All right. So, despite his talent, he clearly understands what our mission is here.
Yes, absolutely. He's a good sport about it.
Good. This is great. Chrissy, I don't know if you're still on, but Brandon is also telling your mother hello.
Hey, thanks. She's actually getting ready for bed. I'll be following her shortly. She's got to get up early for a flight tomorrow morning.
Yes. This week, if you are not fans of the Apex Adjacent podcast, they actually do editing, so it'll probably be a week delay. But Chrissy and Jeff this week are going to be on the Apex Adjacent podcast. As we had them on a few weeks ago. Hopefully it'll go less than 3 hours. It probably will. But I know she's headed out to a similar time zone. But aren't her work trips usually like 3 different locations?
Now, this time she's spending the whole week in Denver.
All right, well, yeah, there are way worse places to be. Texas, for example.
Yeah, right. Denver seems great. It's going to be like 58 degrees there on Tuesday.
Oh, respectfully, shut up, Bill. I know the rest of the gang spent their weekend using your product, but I don't want to hear you mocking my time on a podcast.
Yeah, we'll see how well Bill's surrender.
Yes. Who needs a COVID vaccine when you've got jar A and jar B?
Don't use number 3. Number 3 is dangerous.
All right. That is not an F1 car, Elite SoFly. I believe those are what they are Skippies, the Skip Barber series cars. Which Chris,
Yeah,
what
Skip
are those
Barber.
powered by? Yeah. What are those
It's a
cars?
2-liter Dodge Neon motor, basically.
Thank you. Not normally aspirated, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So they're not F1 cars, and these are carded up Jettas that are keeping up with a 2-liter Dodge Neon powered Formula car, which if you have not driven one in iRacing, they are really, really fun. The skip barbers, not the Audis. If you're going to get the Audi, you might as well just get in an AMG Mercedes. Do it proper.
There you go. Also, hello, Elite Soulfly. Welcome.
So,
Yeah, these top out at what, like 120 miles an hour on a long stretch? 130?
yes. But when you're in it with an open cockpit and, you know, nothing around
yeah.
you, it feels like you are going into warp speed.
Apparently your samples are coming shortly, Mental, says Bill Fisher.
Yes. I have an old Yamaha that I've turned into a bit of a bobber project, and I'm using the old wrapped exhaust. And Bill talked to one of his partners about getting me a specific wrap for that application.
Zakers 2009, pretty much any steering wheel that will work for PC will work with iRacing. That's pretty forgiving with, for example, having different steering wheels and pedals and shifters and all that from different brands with different connections. But, ooh. Wow.
That was a tap, and
That was
Jared
nice.
has managed to hold on to it. Nicely done.
There we go.
Kevin. Yeah, well done, Kevin.
That was nice.
Yes, and also Zakers 2000. If you're interested, you'll need to get approved beforehand. But we do a no pedal, no wheel race every other Sunday night. So next week they'll be doing this without pedals and wheels, using everything from PlayStation controllers to French horns to there's been an Etch-a-Sketch and a Shih Tzu dog used to control these vehicles.
All the good stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna take our leave from you guys this evening. Now you've got Mental, though. You've got plenty of things to say.
Yeah, thanks for being here, and thanks for warming everybody up with me. I appreciate that, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week.
Sounds great. Have a good week, everybody.
Have a safe flight,
All right.
Chrissy.
Thank you.
Yes, safe travels, Chrissy.
All good. See you next week.
All right.
Bye.
So, Zakers 2009, you're looking for a good steering wheel to start doing iRacing. Honestly, you'll hear, oh God, and that's a hard hit into the tires. He's gonna have to call the tow truck because once you're kind of embedded in their Philadelphia experiment style, you're not getting out.
Great analogy.
So yeah, gets into the grass. It comes out from underneath them, and suddenly 17G stop right into it. And
Yeah.
who is that's wedged underneath him? Oh, the pink top Audi.
That's David. That's Eric's
David,
neighbor.
Okay. Yes, one of our regulars though. But we've seen David Belland. He's
On board
doesn't
for another
always-
look at that.
Oh, here we go. Oh, and I'm stuck. Oh, let go of my wing.
Man.
Let me go.
Death.
So back to your question, Zakers 2009. If you're just starting out, sure, you can go drop a lot of money on some very expensive equipment. I would recommend poke around on Facebook Marketplace and find somebody that did not enjoy their time. You obviously want a PC compatible setup, but you can find something cheap on Craigslist. And then if you really enjoy it, where you want to head is over to Nemesis Labs and look at some of their setups. And if you find that your computer's a little slow, well, of course you pop over to Top Flight Computers, which is bringing you everything you are watching right now.
Yeah, I've really had a really unhealthy habit lately of taking a look at the Nemesis Lab page, going, 2 kidneys really is redundant, but it's just gorgeous stuff.
Yes. It lately, he hasn't been on the broadcast in a while, but our buddy Sean Yoder shows up there, and they've been posting some of their development mules that they are reselling, and even their old stuff is so pretty to look at. You could actually use it as like dining room furniture. It is really, really nice. Well, Zakers 2009, we're happy to have you. World of Warcraft this is kind of a similar community. Obviously, we're all gearheads. A lot of us know each other in the meat space world, or we've met each other racing. And this spawned out of the Rona year. And even after we started racing again in meat space, we had so much darn fun watching Bearded Sim Racer do all this kind of stuff that we just kept up with it. So if you're digging watching this, which is really, really fun, Bearded Sim Racer, follow him on YouTube, follow him on all your social medias. He does this actually for professional racing organizations, Circle Track, Dirt Track. You've done some ARCA stuff as well, actual NASCAR things.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, really. And you'll find me over on the Podium Esports channels as well.
Yes, fantastic. Soggy, I don't know what the NVIDIA 30 series GPU is, but you know what? Why don't you pop over there and ask them if they can get it to you for something near retail?
I know he had one the other day that he found, but he ended up wanting to do a build with it. But I know he said it was going to be like April or May before they can actually get cards again reliably, so it's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's our social kind of thing is shifting as people are discovering, not just employees are discovering that they can work from home, but companies are discovering that their employees can work from home and they don't have to pay as much for real estate as they did before.
So Polisek's back to battling for the lead. Here we go.
Oh,
little
no.
traffic.
Within a second. Yikes. So he is all over Becker, and Becker is one of our, an uncharacteristic mistake from Becker. I believe, that puts Polisek in the lead as soon as we cross over the start-finish line. Oh, but I don't expect Becker to take this lying down, even with his, slightly uncomfortable imagery on his car that, at my age, I should probably feel guilty about looking at. Ooh. Lady Aubernon, I have not seen your setup yet, but okay, KLF and Frankie Goes to Hollywood and Wham. All right, now you're talking my era, and I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, but I do remember KLF is going to rock you. And then KLF, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that had the Ford Time Lord for one of their albums.
Just got all the good stuff
Quaker
on there.
Steak and Lube on the side of that one. That is actually a real thing. She didn't make that up.
Right.
They're on
good
the East
wings.
Coast. They're fun. Of course, the Gordon's Fisherman. Trust the Gordon's Fishermans. She's been with us since the beginning, so she's got some good stuff. A little bit of an Only Lambs reference on the door. Choose lemons instead of, choose. Yeah, okay, all right, we're good. We'll go up on the KLF here. K Logitech pedals. Okay, yep, there we go. And for some of our new viewers, Lady Aubernon is also an automotive journalist, and on the Aubernon Highway, just Google that because I'm not going to put the link up. You can find a lot of her latest reviews. She got to go to LS Fest last year. She just got she gave up one of the Hyundai SUVs, and I think she's got a new Mazda these days that she's got for a long-term review. Oh, there you go. Lady A herself putting the link in the chat. So check that out. Good website. Good reviews. One of the things you find a lot with automotive journalism, and I'm guilty as charged, is either you find pure performance type people or what is known as the influencer bloggers that they just get paid money to say nice things about a product. But her reviews are a lot more consumer oriented about just what makes sense for a good car, even if you're not a track junkie like the rest of us. Yes, the Kia K5 GT line, and now she's got the Hyundai Sonata Limited, which good car, but dear God, I hate the way those headlights stretch all the way back almost to the A-pillar. Ooh, a Toyota Camry Nightshade. Very nice. All right, so we're on with David Belland here, and he just got hung up earlier. He's working his way through a pair of the Miatas and the Tripophobics Anonymous. I know there's a joke there, and I'm just not. I've been on my roof most of the day, and I'm not.
Chris Googled it earlier, and it's like the fear of like textures and patterns.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Well done. Oh, good. Oh, dude, your camera work is on tonight. I love that artsy.
I've commissioned. Yeah, I've commissioned cameras from Dougie Beard for all my broadcasts now. So, it's thanks to Dougie Beard for the sweet cameras.
That is awesome. Yes. Iced Ink asking, hey, afraid of holes. I don't know what that phobia is, but I've heard that phrase before. There was the internet hoax going around a couple of years ago about picking up some non-existent bug, and someone had photoshopped an ocean sponge onto fingertips, and it was actually designed to play upon that very phobia, the fear of holes, especially holes in skin. Tritophobia. Okay, there it is. All right. Oh, you know what, Nicholas? Yes, it is odd that no one's got the ERC Texas livery, but I think when they went to do it, they'd taken the website down so that none of the board members would know who they were. Yeah. If we when we get back to next week, will be a little bit. There'll be the no pedal, no wheel, the silly hats racing, as we call it. I believe Gladiator and stuff. And I bet, because we always like to bring the Pro 2 trucks because they are just so much fun in the Gladiator races.
Yeah, we're due for one of those.
Yes, that'll be next month. I bet a couple of those Gladiator trucks have something on them about Texas and their fear of snow or their inability to deal with frozen things. I'm looking up that.
You guys should
schedule
try
right now.
mouse driving. It's actually pretty fun. You haven't tried it.
I am intrigued. What is using the mouse? Okay, I did actually try that when I first got my wheel. So yes, we're going to be at Oxford Plains and then at Irwindale for the trash sprints next week. So that'll be a fun one. And then
Matt Sicko saying he got Windows updated. Have some chat for Matt Sicko.
The next No Pedal No Wheel will be March 14th at Irwindale, which means we'll have the jump, which is always fun. Oh no! Oh! All right, so it looks like we had an incident before then, because I see the
Angela.
Exxon. Oh no! And just totally bishes right into the back of that MX-5 Cup. Yeah, who's Transmero did that for us?
Ooh.
40.
43.
Oh, goodness. It looks like they lost a place, too. And they're racing in different classes, but that 43 was not without. But hey, man, rubbing is racing, and it's also highly arousing.
That's right.
All right. So
it's Michael
Team
Britton.
Angela,
There we go.
Okay. And yeah, he completely
Santiago squeaking through there.
That Corton. Yeah, of course Santiago did. He doesn't need traction. All right, Michael. Britain Racing Enterprises, BRE. Okay, I'm going to give you that because I was about to lecture you about your unimaginative team name, but I'll give you a BRE alliteration.
Yeah.
All right. Becker falling back to third after leading this race for a good bit. He's about 26 seconds down from Belland, who is in second by 36 seconds. So, oh man, I want to give him another penalty, but he's done this Audi up like my grandparents' Buick, and I just love it so much.
Yeah, it's a nice look there.
Yeah.
Digging Uncle Dave's Audi as well.
I have not caught the side of this one, but I do love the colors. What was Uncle Dave rocking here? Okay. Here we go. Unicorns.
The Niam cat too.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And of course, he's got a nice heat on the back of it because Yeah, Uncle Dave actually has been. If you watch some of the professional races that you'll see, even Bearded Sim Racer broadcast, he's been showing up on a couple of the super speedways. He's not
Yeah.
in the
It's
threat
awesome.
for the lead, but you'll see his name on the same screen as some names you recognize from NASCAR. He's obnoxiously talented.
Duclos leading the way in Class B.
Excellent. And how far ahead is he of his next competitor? Yeah.
Looks like
So he's okay. Carl Edwards. So that he's running away from some real talent. And I presume our Class C is our dang old Camaros and Miatas.
yep, Nathan Adler leading the way.
And a street
And
stock, which we have
Jonathan
not
Samuel
found.
and Tyler Stank here
Okay.
in second.
We have not noticed that the Oulton Park being kind to the street stocks. It tends to eat their tires up pretty quickly, especially with the chicanes that we've got set up here. That's not your phone being weird. That's my dogs recognizing that it's dinner time, and they get quite vocal. No, a street
Which
stock
car
is
makes
not
you want to vape?
Yeah. A
Elite Sol-
street stock, a street stock is not leading the race. Street stock is leading the
No.
class.
Leading the class, yeah, but they are 8th overall. That's pretty impressive out of a 36 car field.
Yeah. I think Elite Soulfly is probably talking about Uncle Dave's car, which I could see that, especially if it was on a Subaru, but yeah. Not only is vaping bad, obnoxious, and associated with just really silly people, it also takes money away that can be used for race tires, which is what most of us focus on. Oh, yo, this is excellent. Ron Harrington never disappoints with his livery. And this one is subtle because it's the Rosers, which is British for, the coppers. And he's got the very similar livery to the Hot Fuzz. And, what's he got on the roof? This looks great. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Crikey, it's the Albanian Razas.
With, of course, James May. Oh, very well done. And always a nod to the EDOs. Nicely done, Ron, as always. Yeah, he's worth tuning in. Just between him and Randy, it is always worth tuning into these races just to see what they put on their cars. Could a 360 controller work, or is it too old? I have no idea. I'm not smart enough, but we've had people control these cars for the no pedal, no wheels.
Oh yeah,
with
they
a
totally work.
dog. So
Yeah,
go for
yeah,
it.
yeah. 360 controllers work just fine. Spatula City, home of the spatula.
Spatula City. This is an old school reference to the highly underrated Weird Al UHF film. That is awesome. I just stumbled across on Netflix the short-lived Weird Al TV series.
Awesome. And yeah, Kevin
Yes.
Berry is correct. Wired will work fine, and if you have the dongle for the wireless one, you can use that too.
Yeah. Yes, UHF was, and they released it on the worst possible weekend. It was the Star Trek movie with Kirk and Picard and Batman. But God, UHF was such a great film.
Conan the Librarian.
Conan the Librarian, Gandhi too. Give me a steak, medium rare. This time he's not taking any crap. Also, that movie really introduced us to the joy that is Fran Drescher.
I did not realize that.
She was the secretary, and she'd always wanted to be a news reporter when he takes over the news station. And I know that a lot of people only associate Fran Drescher with The Nanny, which is valid, but she's a cancer survivor, and the entire time she had cancer, her attitude, she wrote a book about it called Cancer Schmancer, and it was awesome. Just her whole attack on how she chose to deal with cancer. She's an impressive person. Yes, and
I had-
today on Raul's Wild Kingdom, we're going to teach poodles how to fly. Are you ready, Fifi? Are you psyched?
Badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers.
And this is a turtle, and he carries his hard shell with him. And a lot of people don't know this, but it is nature's suction cup. Craig Fowler jumping in on the UHF reference, yes, with Long Duck Dong from 16 Candles fame. You win nothing, stupid. Which was not his best line in the film. The best line in the film is when they open the supply closet and all the karate students are in there. Yeah, and he goes, supply. Wonderful.
That might have been the best line in any movie like that decade.
I truly love it. Then they all duck and the guy just comes out with a flying kick.
Oh man, now I gotta do like a Wheel of Fish car.
Yes. You just found the marble in the oatmeal. That means you get to drink from the fire hose. I used a Twinkie as a hot dog bun. There was somebody at a state fair one year in Oklahoma that was actually selling those hot dogs in deep fried Twinkies. Wonderful. Eric Bird passing a fantastic E1R liveried Mustang there. Thank you. All right, Zaker, we're glad you're enjoying this. We recognize that our commentary is not for everyone, but, well, we have fun and we love it. So if this interests you, genuinely head over to the 24 Hours of Lemons. Check out the iSuckAtRacing.com. They'll have their schedule, so you can even try this with a regular Xbox controller or some sort of. They have the no pedal, no wheels. You'll need to get in touch with the organizers beforehand. Our buddy Nathan Schlavine, who's racing this in here somewhere, sets up these races. Understand that you're going to get pushed around. If you win by too much, we're going to penalize you because that's what we do. But as long as you've got a good attitude, you'll have a lot of fun. And if you want to practice, come to our Monday night Everyone Racer races. We do those at 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock Eastern Standard, 6 and 7 if you're out on the good coast like I am. And you'll need a password, so you'll need to get a hold of us on our social medias. But we do all these warm-ups, and we try to do them actually as cheaply as possible. There'll always be a free car option, especially if it's a pay track. Yes, UHF was made long before Seinfeld first aired, back in the 90s. Now, Michael Richards already had a career because he'd been on an ABC knockoff called Fridays, with also had Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and they were trying to do their own version of Saturday Night Live. So Michael Richards had been around for a while, but it was a good bit before Seinfeld.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some great Michael Richards characters on the show Fridays. He had one where he was always this guy he had army men and he was doing a lot of crazy stuff. And then he had this other one where he was always trying to be the next cool guy, but he would screw it up quite well. And then Julia Louis-Dreyfus would actually ultimately end up for a season or two on Saturday Night Live. She's been around for a while. She's a highly underrated comic actress. Yes, King Crimson on Fridays. God, yes. I remember that because nobody knew who King Crimson was back in the day. No, Michael Richards does not have much of a career anymore, and well, there's a reason for that. Tyler Stank, also uncharacteristically out of control coming into the hairpin. Normally he's one of the aliens. He's got his stuff down.
Like wheel hop, maybe an early downshift.
Perhaps, and those street stocks do not like that at all. They are designed to do one thing, and when you make them turn right, they get upset. So you have to search far and
wibbly
wide
wobbly
for the
TARDIS. Stunt Granny on point there. On point.
There we go. A little power oversteer on that one.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like UHF needs to be a meat space theme, but like one where we actually invite Weird Al to drive.
That's He would probably with enough lead time would probably do it or at least show up. His career now, actually, he's been doing a lot of video directing. He directed the last couple of Red Hot Chili Peppers videos, and that's kind of what he's been doing. Of course, he's not hurting for money because he still gets a lot of proceeds, and his YouTube channel is brilliant.
There's a picture somewhere of the one time that Weird Al came to my hometown. I was working at the time and couldn't make it to the show, so I talked to my one friend who we could talk about at some other point. He's certainly out there, and that's coming from me. I'm like, you want to go meet Weird Al? Okay, yeah. So we show up outside the theater after his show, and I'm like, shit, we don't have anything for him to sign. So all we have is a banana cream pie from the local Oulton Park. So there's a grainy picture somewhere of Weird Al signing a pie, and the look on his face is like, I guess this is normal.
Yeah. A loose soulfly, literally just Google Weird Al on YouTube. With the way media went even way back when he did White and Nerdy, I think that was entirely on YouTube. That is kind of where his songs are going these days, because putting out an album really doesn't make you a lot of money. Yeah. Oh, yes. Get him. If we can't get him to make a Lemons movie, he would certainly star in a Lemons movie. Oh, you just found Tavarish? Dude, yes. He's an interesting character. If you're getting to that, let me throw some other just oddball channels at you. There's the Boost Brothers, and that is Bozy Tagarovich, who is now an IMSA crew chief, but he's been around for a while, and they him and his brother rebuild cars in their garage. There is a new series I just discovered called Bid Nerds. It's all one word, and it is a local here in Vegas who it's a Monday through Friday daily thing where they look at cars and bids and Bring a Trailer and some of the other sites, and they try to make predictions about what some of the cars are going to go for. That's awesome. If you're into just the rebuilding aspect, yes, Tavarish is great. Who's the guy that I can't think of right now in the Midwest that always gets weird? He had the Domino's pizza car. Like the
Sam Crack?
Yes, and then there's another one because him, Tavarish, and Ed Bullion from VinWiki just started trying to do their own version of a Top Gear show. And
now you're talking Hoovy.
Yeah, Hoovy. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Hoovy's Garage is a good one. Sam Crack is actually a great one, too, if you like just the whole rebuilding aspect of it. There's another series. It started out as a motorsports fabrication, but then kind of went specialty into welding. But it's called the Fabricator series. That's a really good one. He's a neat guy, and you can learn a lot doing that one. Yeah. Yeah, VinWiki's a good one. The one you want to look at VinWiki is look up Dr. Well, he wasn't doctor then, but look up Florida Man Donnie and some of his VinWiki stories. Donnie is a friend of ours. He's a friend of everyone on the broadcast right now. A fascinating real life character. Follow him on Instagram at Fail Inc. And if you ever say anything ill about his dog Fred, the souls of 1,000 people will come down upon you because his dog is awesome. Yeah, VinWiki's that's a great one. There's some. Jay Lamb has been on VinWiki telling stories, and I believe Nick Pond has done the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, all joking aside, Jay's VinWiki episodes have been possibly some of the best they've ever done. Truly phenomenal content.
It is, and there's a lot of folks that want to give Jay a hard time, and what people forget is Jay has been around this car game for decades. So there's a lot Jay understands that people don't expect him to get or have experience with, and he's no one would question whether or not he's a smart guy. but he's smarter than most people even think he is, and he's pretty good at HR. He knows how to surround himself with a brilliant team like Eric Rude, like Bearded Sim Racer, like the crew that's providing you everything you're watching here. And he has collected some absolutely wonderful stories. I've spent a lot of time with Jay, and he's also told some stories that he probably can never tell on a, published medium that are just side-achingly hilarious. Yeah, Soggy knows that Fred's a good boy. Absolutely. Eric Hesser with the Giga Blast.
Indeed.
Not Eric Hesser. Somebody just disappeared there, but yeah, Eric Hesser. Oh, this is a good one. I have not seen. I got here late, so I'm not seeing everybody's. I wonder, did he do that himself, or did he dig that up? This looks like a home.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
There's a poo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well done. There's a lot of detail here, Eric.
There's your recipe there.
Oh,
something about a banana. Yeah.
It's the perfect fart recipe. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, and the White Claw dig. Oh, you.
Something in South Park on the back here. The Queen of England, maybe?
Bastard.
Yeah, the Queen of England, South Park. Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
There it is.
I didn't notice that earlier.
I may have to go grab one.
There you
go. Soggy, you were at the Pittsburgh race a couple of years ago. Did you get a chance to meet my dogs? Very nice. The Sin News. Oh, and Polasek. Oh my God! While we've been running off at the mouth, Rambler is taking first place over Becker by 10 seconds, and Polasek is now down 25 seconds with only.
I black flagged
Polasek
Polasek for the second time already.
I'm glad you did, because I couldn't bring myself to do it with that livery. It's a great livery.
Oh, yeah. He's a good sport.
Man,
He's still got 40 minutes to catch up.
Every time Mental gets like all real and excited about something, I'll be like, damn, I really wish I was seeing this. Like, I'll be 2 turns behind him and be like, man, I wish I was at this race.
He's even got the chrome bumper on this. This is just great. Oh my God. This is such a wonderful livery from David. Oh, I love it. Is there something on the hood, or is that just an escape hatch that is showing up under the rendering?
I think it's just the normal hood. Yeah, it's the normal hood thing.
Tequila, and that's a.
It's the bro.
I would say
though.
that's a story for another time, but I honestly probably don't remember the story.
It's a bro.
All right. We did get a request to go back to the Pepto car because somebody wants to do a screenshot of it. So we'll go back and get a. Yeah, all right. We'll count this down from about 30 seconds. There you go. 29, 28, 27, 26. 25, 24. I'm not going to keep counting because that's boring. And if you didn't get your screenshot, go back to YouTube. And while you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button, and then recommend it to your friends, because that's how YouTube works. That's how we get likes and continue to bring you this kind of cool stuff. All right. Yes, it is a broham, Nicholas. It is wonderful, and just the pinstripes are so well done because they're subtle. Got the chrome underlayment. Very nice. Man, Becker and Rambler just on each other. Polasek, is he 2 minutes or no? Yeah, wow. Okay, he's a little bit back there, but all right, he'll be there in a minute. 40 minutes left in this, the 2-hour Sunduro. So next week when you tune in, we're going to be doing this again, but next week is going to be, all right, my thing's not responding as well. We're going to be at Oxford Plains and Irwindale. It's going to be trash sprints, so it'll be a lot of sprint races. Every bit as fun as what you're looking at right now, but it is not going to be this 2-hour Sunduro. They like to alter them every other week. Nate Schlavine has been setting these up, and for the season 1 of the 2021 races, it has been a massive improvement on what was a massively successful year. So I look forward to everything that keeps coming. These races just keep getting better. And a good reason to keep getting better is because our good friend Bearded Sim Racer, who you should subscribe to on Twitch and on YouTube and follow him on all the social medias. While you're there, go ahead and click that link to get onto the Nemesis Lab, Top Flight Computers, Faith Insurance Agency, and Advanced Racing Development, because they are helping us bring our very own little special of goofy corner of the internet that keeps us going. A trash sprint is we just get completely inappropriate cars and set them loose. Some of our favorites are the Formula Fords on a dirt track, or we really love the Pro Trucks on a road course. Oh no! Can he hold on to it? David Bellin coming into the corner has a little tappy tap with one of the skippies. Oh, looks like he dropped a wheel and then had to overcorrect. So really just a very minor driver error, not really trying to muscle anybody out. But I think, yes, the skippy gets out in front of him, gets around him. They both end up in the pits. But hopefully they've got fast repairs to get past this. Clay, I don't even recognize that quote. I thought originally you were going to go Matrix. Oh, here we go. Finishing the race would be a miracle. Is that, what is it? The Wisconsin shit show. Of course it is. The Hesser brothers duking it out. Are they both in the same class this race? Yeah, they are. The other Hesser's riding an Audi too, isn't he? What's on the hood of that car? That looks funny. Very nice. All right. Oh gosh, that is. I wish my brother raced in iRacing so I could do this kind of stuff. Anybody?
Right?
Very nicely done. That is just so excellent. Anybody see my brother do it? Oh, that is fantastic. And these are actually two very talented iRacers, and watching them go at it, and they have willingly given up leads before just to smash into each other. Yeah, all the NASCAR struggles at Daytona last weekend? Yeah, I quit watching and I'm on the West Coast. I'm like, all right, I have stuff to do other than sit around and watch people in the rain. I admire some of the drivers, like the one that took his rental car to McDonald's, which was his title sponsor. Well played, sir. But yeah, I'm not going to sit around and watch that kind of nonsense. If they're not racing, I got better things to do. There's a teammate channel finder on the Discord server. Yes, they have channels for rent now these days. Is this our one Mustang? The Dodgy Mustang? Alec Nelson? Wow, one person took that. Everyone else went with the dang old Camaro.
Oh, there's another one. There's another one. The Mustang.
Ooh.
Mustache Stang.
Ooh, the mustache Stang, which reminds me, it is, we're starting the, all right, there,
Nigel Mansell and Wilford.
Thank you, Nigel
Wilford,
Mansell. There you go. Wilford Brimley. Those are some classic ones.
Rivera, Geraldo.
Oh, Geraldo. Okay, that's a good one. He does have the E1R, so that's proper. Hulk Hogan, I like it. Burt Reynolds, twice, as you should. Ron from Parks and Recs. And I'm a little disappointed, and here's why. See, March 1st is the start of mustache. Oh, of course, Sam Elliott, the finest mustache in show business.
Daryl Hall.
Yes.
Mike Ditka.
Or no, John Oates.
John Oates. That's it. My bad.
Yeah. He has omitted General Robin Olds, who started the bulletproof mustache during the Vietnam War. And every March, the military, primarily the Air Force, pays honor to Robin Olds as we all start growing mustaches. And some of them are really, really bad. Like mine, for instance, that I will start growing on March 1st. And usually by March 6th, my wife makes me sleep on the couch and can't stand to look at me because it gets really creepy. And then it comes in full and it gets creepier and she hates it. And I'm going to be keeping it all through March and April because at the end of April, Dr. Florida Man and I are doing the Lemons Texas Rally. And we have already chosen an outstanding vehicle and the mustache will match it.
Nice.
Tom
Matt
Selleck,
Sicko making a good
one.
point about there should be Dale Sr. should be on there too.
there should be a Dale Sr. picture. But if you guys are bored, look up General. Well, he was Colonel until he retired, and they promoted him to General. Robin Olds and the Bulletproof Mustache, and that's why we do Mustache March. And initially, there have been some people that say it's sexist, but when I was one of my deployments, there was a tanker pilot, and she grew a mustache on her ankle, which is hilarious. And when I was teaching ROTC, I mentioned that, and I had a cadet who also attempted to grow a mustache on her ankle, but she said about the 5th time it snagged on her sock, she shaved it off because it was driving her nuts. Would it let you put Dale Sr. on a Mustang? Compelling argument. It might actually catch fire. But we do have the, when we race the 87 NASCARs, we always have the Dale Sr. themed Mustang, or Thunderbird rather, that shows them invading Normandy, which is why we all don't speak German, because of Dale Sr.
Yeah. Connect the dots.
Oh, and that is my favorite Thunderbird. That is my favorite 87 Thunderbird, is the one with the whole Dale theme. It is wonderful. What's the word? Thunderbird. All right. Eric Bird in our Skippy. Oh, with a little bit of Gigablast Mustang. Is that a Mustang or a Jetta in front of him? Yeah.
I think that was Hoosty in his Jetta.
Okay, wow, we have Jettas.
Yeah.
Why? Why would, are there any other Jettas? Just, dear God, man, stop it. Look at that 4,000 arm. Although when I'm mocking Jettas, and all of these Audis are just tarted up Jettas anyway. They're the Audi A3s. So that's right. I'm mocking your Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Soggy in dodgy language. Thunderbird is NASCAR and kind of Dale approved. Mustang just Mustang. I don't know if I agree with all of that. You know, Mustang has its own kind of reputation for cars and coffee crowd killing. Oh, uh-oh. Poor Lady A, she's suffering again. It's like she's going to have another long trip to the pits there, or is she going to stick this one out? But, oh, yeah, no, it looks like that Miata's hurting a little bit. All right. Lady A, are you using a wheel, or are we in a PlayStation controller? Because those are some...
She's rocking
inputs.
the Xbox controller because her pedal's messed up, I think.
Oh, okay, so that's... All right, so cut her some slack, folks. She's
just mowing the lawn, nothing to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Stunt granny, nice. Yes, a purple Xbox controller. That is the important part. Good call.
Purple is the important part. Exactly. All right. I'm going to take about 30 seconds and grab something to drink. Anybody need anything while I'm up?
Yeah, grab me
All
one
right,
too.
cool.
Thanks.
Great.
I mean, the Miata seemed like a decent idea for a 2-hour Ironman, but now it just feels so silly. Like, it feels like I should be listening to NPR.
That's fair.
Oh man, coming up through the hairpin, Ron Harrington and I just trade paint, just 0Xs, and it's making me realize, like, when the hell did we learn to drive? Like 6 months ago, that would have been a fatality.
I've noticed that. Right? Yeah, this group's come a long way.
Like, not just in iRacing, like one of us would have literally keeled over.
All right, I'm joining back the conversation. I hope you're not talking about all of our attempts at drinking and driving under iRacing. Here you go, Sim Racer. Here's your drink. There we go. Hand that to you.
Nice.
I stole that from an old WKRP in Cincinnati bit.
With God as my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
And one more thing. Booger. Get my cheese whiz, boy. Had this discussion with someone. Apparently there is a full cut of the Blues Brothers that I have never seen. That at the beginning, when Jake is talking, when he's working at the factory and he's talking about going and picking up his brother who's getting out of the joint. And then he's at the hotel and he's walking out saying, hey, my brother's going to stay with me for a few days. An old guy in the parking lot says that you're in the lobby there, says, get me some cheese whiz. And then during the mall chase scene, when they crash into the grocery store, you see Elwood reach out of the car and grab something off of one of the shelves. And then you tie that in with the scene that is in every version of the Blues Brothers when he says, did you get my cheese whiz? And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out the cheese whiz.
Yeah, there are a ton of deleted scenes from that movie.
Yes, there's one that shows where he parks it, which is why it wasn't in front of where he lived. He's got an entire situation set up, but it didn't do much to push the plot along, so they cut that one.
Like, whenever you think of all of the scenes they actually filmed, like, just to explain tiny details, Blues Brothers was almost like a Stanley Kubrick level of detail.
And it was early in John Landis's career, and he wanted to create, I think, something that stood alone, because if you weren't a Saturday Night Live, fan, and this is pre-YouTube, so you didn't understand that John Belushi, being from Chicago, is a huge blues fan, and Dan Aykroyd, the two of them had connected over their love of blues music, even back when they were in Second City Television, or not Second City, but the Second City, Players. And when they ended up on SNL, that, now they had this opportunity to start meeting all these blues greats, because the SNL band was some of the best musicians available at the time, Matt Guitar Murphy and some of those other folks that were out there around. And then they're getting to meet all of their musical heroes and bonding over their love of blues music. And car chase aside, which it is still one of the better car chases ever put on film, it is just an opportunity, a thin excuse for them to do music that they love and perform with artists that they love. And a lot of people want to bag on Blues Brothers 2000, but if you look at it from that perspective, it was really just a chance for Dan Aykroyd to go and play music with all of these great musicians. If you watch Blues Brothers 2000s, my dear God, I mean, Wilson Pickett, Johnny Lang, of course, B.B. King and Eric Clapton, and all those guys are back in it again. Donald Duck Dunn. It is a great film if you just minorly appreciate music.
Agreed.
Yeah, Blues Brothers 2000, like that weird crossover era where you had the classics, and then like you had the great big giants, and then you had like the Blues Traveler showing up for a cameo. Like, it was that weird era.
Yes, but I think there are people who end up in the performance, in art, that will do things not so much for mass consumption, but sometimes they just do it because it's an excuse to hang out with people that they admire or do things that they've always wanted to do. And whether or not it gets picked up for, commercial success, they just don't care. Peter Gabriel, every other Peter Gabriel album, for example.
Ooh, that is good. I mean, I think another like shining example of this in movies, at least, would be Cannonball Run 2. Like, if you measured a movie off of how much fun they were having, Cannonball Run 2 is like one of the greatest American masterpieces. Yeah. If you judge it as a movie, it's not
garbage. But Frank Sinatra and Burt Reynolds on one screen. I mean, come on. They were just going to do what they wanted to do. And it's not considered legally one of the Cannonball Run series, but Speed Zone, which was basically SCTV does Cannonball Run. Same deal. You know, John Candy, you know, all of those people from that one. Dan Aykroyd's wife, I can't remember her name, but she was in Wayne's World. Donna Dixon, and that whole series. John Schneider's in the beginning of it, and yeah, just fun movie of a bunch of people. We're gonna make a movie of us having fun. Yeah, the only time a Chrysler, yeah, okay, that is true. I would argue, though, that Frank Sinatra adds 300 horsepower to any Dodge. And, you know, and the Daytona Turbo was a fast car for the time and probably could have kept up with an 84 Disco Vet, unless, you know, the TV show Hunter with Fred Dyer lied to me. But I'm prepared to give Stephanie, oh, no, we got a little bit of a slide. One of the skippies coming through the kink. Is it? Yeah, there we go. All right. Cutting through that. Yes. Okay. Coors Baby Elephant. All right. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Of course, the worst of the Smokey and the Bandits was the third one with no Burt Reynolds and only Jerry Lee. Little known bit of trivia. The Trans Am in Smokey and the Bandit 2 was the Pontiac was pushing their new turbo Trans Am. Was so underpowered that the stunt team had to yank the engine out of it, drop in a big block, and tack on some nitrous just to get it to do what they needed it to do for the stunts. Hey, I live in Vegas. You better believe I'm back in Frankie anytime. If you come to Las Vegas, there is a restaurant here called the Golden Steer. It's a steakhouse, and it has been here forever. And you can reserve the table that Frankie and the Rat Pack used to sit at. Now, the key is you got to be in and out in 30 minutes because they turn and burn this table a lot. Don't go on a weekend. Go on like a Tuesday and just be prepared to eat dinner at 7. And if you're going to do it, for God's sakes, dress up for the occasion. Put on a tie. Put on something nice because you're eating at Frankie's table, damn it. Yes, there was a Smokey and the Bandit 3. I'll have to look it up on IMDb before I embarrass myself. But it was just Jerry Lewis. I do believe Jackie Gleason.
Jerry Lewis?
Yep. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Jerry Lewis. Jerry Reed. Thank you.
I mean, I would have accepted Jerry Lewis. I mean, it would have at least been more interesting.
It probably would have been better had it been, you know, Jerry Lewis. So, but yeah, it was, Smokey and the Bandit Part 3 came out in 1983. So they'd gone to the wedge-nosed F-bodies, the 5-liter powered. Jackie Gleason was in it. Paul Williams, of course, is Little Enos with Pat McCormick as Big Enos Burnett. And Mike Henry was Junior Justice because that's literally all that guy ever did. And there is a cameo at the end with Burt Reynolds. But it's basically all Jerry Reed doing this, which surprises me because Jerry Reed had already built a career in his own right. So I think he was probably just doing it for fun.
Could you imagine having lived your entire life up to this moment, nice and happy and oblivious to the reality that Smokey 3 exists, and they just tune into this race and just their entire earth is just shattered now?
We did just have Soul Larry or Larry who did not know that Weird Al had made a movie called UHF, which is just one of the many services we provide here at Bearded Sim Racer Productions is there's a whole world of movies out there that you need to know exist and watch. The Wraith, for example. Charlie Sheen before anyone knew who Charlie Sheen was. I hear the silence in there. The Wraith, a lovely 1980s film whose highlight was the Ozzy Osbourne inspired soundtrack. Features an absolutely star-studded cast that no one knew
Thanks for the follow.
who they were at the time. Oh, did I miss a Gunther? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
So-
You're good.
The Wraith, yeah. The actual star of the show, the movie, was the Chrysler Turbo Interceptor concept, which, when originally built, was so powerful the stunt guys had to have them detune it to only 400 horsepower. But Charlie Sheen, Nick Cassavetes, Sherilyn Finn, Randy Quaid, of course, all right, and Clint Howard. Yes, that's right, Ron Howard's little brother, who always plays kind of a crazy
Ooh,
person.
Clint Howard. Love to see it.
Yes. So it's a group of drag racers in Arizona, and they use it to steal and then part out cars. They run across, they do wrong, and in almost a predecessor to The Crow, someone that they've done wrong comes back from the dead to exact their revenge, and they drive the 1983 Chrysler Turbo Interceptor, which was actually a genuinely impressive thing. And every Chrysler concept car in Chrysler's history has always driven under its own power. It's a bit of a source of pride with them, and it was one of the ways that the Viper was so quick to go through. No, the Wraith was a unique thing. The Chrysler Turbo Interceptor, Google it, Craig Fowler. It's an impressive car. And yes, we're on Twitch. Bearded Sim Racer is actually what's the big thing that they do on Twitch that you're allowed to kind of, it's their version of an influencer?
Huh?
I don't know. You're one of them. You're like the exclusive people, but to maintain that status, he would only have to broadcast on Twitch. And Bearded Sim Racer is all about people, man.
the affiliate.
So he does it on
stuff or whatever.
YouTube, he does it on
no.
Facebook, he does it
Yeah.
all because he's all about bringing you high quality content. Current commentator excluded, of course.
Yeah, just the affiliate thing. So I like
Affiliate,
to do
that's what it is,
multi-platform. Yeah,
Exactly.
No, so it's cool. Pretty much where it's convenient for people to tune in. We're on all the
Right.
interwebs.
So tell your friends. Throw this on the YouTubes. Throw this on if you're watching on Twitch, awesome. Hit your Twitch buddies up. Hey, check this out. It's some irreverent clowns watching some actually decent iRacing with irreverent liveries and people who don't care about their safety rating and just actually care about having fun. That's what we do. It's fun.
Did you guys know Weird Al had a movie?
Yeah.
Exactly, and it had Long Duck Dong from 16 Candles. Great.
I feel like we've accidentally created like a pretty fantastic podcast here over the last year.
I would absolutely say that. The liveries that we do and the responsiveness of this audience and the fact that several of
Have a good night, Clay.
our commenters. Yeah, good night, Clay. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, yep. Okay, gotta work early tomorrow. I'm on the West Coast, so I'm cheating. The fact that a few of our commenters have now joined the iRacing aspect of it. This is all wonderful stuff. So yes, this is a very happy community. There's Nathan Shelveen with Priority Fail, which is also a meat space team. They're quite good. Oh, 17 minutes left in this, and Rambler is still holding on to that lead by a mere 15 seconds. So Polasek, despite You're Too Fast black flag penalties, has just been eating away at that lead. And clearly quite talented, but it's not like he's running against a bunch of no-talent clowns like you'll find in our E1R race on a Monday night. Rambler, Becker, Somewhere in here is Iglesias, but he's 4 laps back. So there's we've got some talent running here. Uncle Dave, Aaron, yeah, there's some good folks in there. And yeah, Polasek is gonna make him earn it. So 16 minutes left, 14 seconds down. Can he pull off the W after 2 of our infamous "you're too good" black flag penalties? Ooh, I don't know, man. Gnawing on my fingernails on this one. You know what, Mike, you're correct. Smoking the Bandit absolutely is required watching if you're a car person. And there's actually, get on YouTube. Someone did a great video of now Burt Reynolds in the passenger seat of the Trans Am telling then Burt Reynolds to slow down, stop doing that stuff. You're about to make a whole lot of bad life decisions that you are going to regret into your old age. It is hilarious and worth watching. But yes, Smokey and the Bandit, that other underrated car films that I think people should watch, early Herbie movies. Not for so much the content or the brilliant screenplay, but to watch an original 427 Cobra and Corvette Grand Sport on a racetrack versus a Volkswagen Beetle. It's for car spotting alone. Early Herbie movies are just gold. And in one of the very first Dean, I can't remember the guy Dean, but the actor that is on there, he buys a an early Lamborghini LP400 when nobody knew what a Lamborghini was, and the special that he drives in one of the movies is, of course, it's a tarted up Ferrari, which is 250 GT. It's just beautiful. Dean Jones, thank you. I'm going to say, I guess that's an anagram for Brian, but I'm not going to try and pronounce your last name. But yes, Dean. Yes, Herbie had a crush on a Lancia Scorpion in one of the later ones with Don Knotts after Dean Jones had tried, finger quotes, a serious career and it didn't take off. So he came back to Herbie, and him and Don Knotts were Herbie Goes to Europe, I believe it was. And it was a Lancia Scorpion because they had the headlights that could make eyeballs at him.
Was that Herbie Takes Monte Carlo or something like that?
That feels right. Without Googling it, yeah. And there have been a ton of Herbie movies. There was an attempted reboot before they did the Fully Loaded with Lindsay Lohan. But yeah, Dean Jones and Michelle Lee in the original Love Bug in 1968. Herbie Go Bananas, not so much for the racing one, but that was the 1980 version. Herbie Rides Again in 74. Yeah, and Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, 1977. Don Knotts, Dean Jones. Also not a bad one for car spotting. There's some interesting stuff rolling around in the background of that one. Not so much the Lancia Scorpion, which is, But I think Herbie movies, early Herbie movies, are required watching. The Wraith is a great movie. Of course, your classics, Vanishing Point, Two-Lane Blacktop, some of those. If you're just even like you don't know cars, but you just know you like them, those are great movies to watch. Speedy 99955 just moved to Long Beach. Yes, car spottings are awesome. It is, having relocated out here from the East Coast, I'm not in California, I'm in Nevada, but the stuff that doesn't rust, that people just keep driving out here, it's fantastic. I love it. Like, and not just the collectible stuff like, your Mustangs, Camaros, and your muscle cars, but a 4-door Delta 88 from 1979 that someone still treats like a car. They, it's not a collector's item. They just drive it. Oh, Ray catches the tires, goes a little sideways, got water in his eye. So he was blinded. The F1 film of Sylvester Stallone, dear God, it's bad. It's called Driven. It's terrible. If you want to watch a good Formula One movie, you're going to have to do some digging. You may have to buy it on DVD.
I thought Driven was IndyCar.
Yeah, or one of them. Winged stuff. I don't even know if they bother to specify because they are traveling in Europe,
Good.
which is garbage. But if you want a proper F1 movie, the only really good one is Grand Prix with James Garner, directed by James Frankenheimer.
Ooh,
And to this day, if you go
great
back and look at go back and look at the records of that era, it'll say, oh, car number 72 won, but was painted car number 68 in coordination with the movie Grand Prix. And it was one of the first times that they successfully mounted a camera onto a car. They took a Ford GT40, stripped it down, put an exoskeleton on it, and then had Phil Hill and your other greats that were chasing F1 cars through the beginning of the scene, Monte Carlo. And it is epic. It is just wonderful. Yeah, I am I'm a car film nerd. Don't even get me started on 80s car TV shows because I'll put you to sleep.
I mean, Smokey and the Bandit is impressive as a movie alone.
Sure.
'Cause it's not terribly well known, but it was the largest grossing movie of all time until Star Wars came around, a few months later.
Did not know that, but it makes sense.
And it was also only made because, what was it? Hal Needham was also Burt Reynolds' roommate.
Yes, and Hal Needham had been a stuntman forever, which is how Hal Needham ended up in directing, which is why he directed Cannonball Run. And if you read Brock Yates' book about the Cannonball, Brock Yates, despite his appearance in the movie Cannonball Run, was actually pretty annoyed with both Burt Reynolds and Hal Needham because he thought that the comic aspect of Cannonball Run was not paying service to the Cannonball race. And having read the book, I see Brock Yates' point. I disagree. I think that, not taking it seriously was probably the right aspect. And if you want a serious race or a serious movie about a race, Gumball Rally, even though there's comic moments in it, Gumball Rally is, in my mind, one of the greatest of, the 8 films made about the 5 actual races across country the Cannonball runs. The Gumball Rally is an old one with Michael. Let's see, I gotta look at it 'cause he's a Canadian actor and I can't pronounce his name. It's and I'm gonna screw it up. Also, one of the first times we are introduced to Michael Sarrazin, a Canadian actor who he's still around, if I'm not mistaken. But the Gumball Rally is one of our first introductions to the legend that is Gary Busey. And he is full Gary Busey in this one. And that one actually... the original Gumball Rally has some of the better quotes in there when he says, I can't be taking these kind of chances. He goes, it's not a chance, it's a challenge. And then in the when Raul Julia gets in the Ferrari and of course rips off the rearview mirror and says, first rule of Italian driving, that what is behind me is not important. And the best line, especially considering I just celebrated my 50th birthday a week ago, was when he's tuning up the 427 Cobra and his nemesis comes over and says, I didn't realize this was an antique car show. And he looks up and goes, some things get meaner with age. And then he clicks the throttle on the Cobra a couple times and revs it up. Yes, Burt did get involved with the NASCAR ownership, Hal Needham, all that, which another not terrible car movie, Stroker Ace. Complete departure from the book. The book, Stand on It, a novel by Stroker Ace, allegedly written by NASCAR correspondents who wanted to retell all the stories that they could not tell when they were traveling with the NASCAR circus back in the 60s and the 70s because it would get people in trouble. But that's a great one. And then Burt Reynolds ended up with that one with Jim Nabors of all people. And of course, Lonnie Anderson, who was his wife at the time, but you do still get to see her in a lace bra. Yeah, Cannonball, Vin Wiki, Ed Bolian, look about the Cannonball. So Ed Bolian, by his own admission, has kind of fallen into the default keeper of the Cannonball, but there's some other guys out there that are not fans that he's the person that's in charge of it, and I don't think Ed Bolian ever wanted it. It just kind of landed on him. But you look at for Pete's sakes, Polotai 144. Why can't I remember his name? Alex Roy. Alex Roy's just did a movie about it that you can find on Apple Movies about his attempt on there. But if you want to understand what the Cannonball originally was, you need to get the book by Brock Yates. Yes, the Black Chicken Fire, but the fastest chicken in the South. All right, so Matt has managed to take back the lead in this race despite you're too fast penalties. Now, I understand because obviously Matt does this with a lot of, finger quote, serious iRacers. We're going to need him to get a lot more irreverent with his livery, Bearded Sim Racer. If you could talk to him about that, I'd like to see something a lot more sarcastic next time he shows up.
Absolutely.
But he is now 15 seconds ahead of Matt Rambler, who is Rambler is not a slow driver, and definitely not a slow driver in Becker, who's won several of these events. So he's 47 seconds ahead of him. So across the board, impressive work from all of our top three drivers. Nicely done. Back in the back, we see Santiago. He's back there someplace. Lady A, despite several using up her fast repairs, she is not last. Slovene's 6th, very nice. All right, Aaron, Wartburger Thief Aaron in 8th. Duclos, Tyler Stank in 14th, he was one of the top three for a brief period. Ron Harrington, one of our favorites because of his things. Oh, Nelson's, we got the Hessers, of course. Santiago in 21st. Our man from Nemesis Labs, is this C. Yoder? That's not Sean, is it?
No, that is Chris Yoder. He's one of my Meat Space guys.
Oh, fantastic! Wonderful. Yes, the Dodgy car is epic. Speed Racer Quad 1s, if you enjoy irreverent, hysterical, timely liveries, this is the series for you. You need to show up here and do a lot more of this. Do you get more points for the mean liveries? As a matter of established, no. But a couple of races ago, Ron Harrington showed up with a car covered entirely in frozen peas, and it said, "Taste the pea-ness." And we just awarded him the winner on that alone. So people have won with their liveries if it's good enough.
Forgot about the penis.
Still funny. Still so funny. But
so funny.
With just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds, we need to do a random pick without looking at the current status and decide who our true winner is going to be, number-wise.
Let's ask chat. What do they think?
Ooh, there we go. Chat. So they'll be the person that crosses the finish line first, but then we just randomly decide who we like. If we had 70 cars, it'd be car number 69. Nice. But pick a number and decide who you want to win. Not a name, I want a number. What position is going to be our declared winner tonight with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this fantastic race here at Oulton Park? Okay. We're getting the numbers coming across. Thank you so much, our very responsive friends. And thank you for joining us. I know you folks out on the East Coast, it's getting quite late for you, but we appreciate y'all joining us. And while we're collecting these numbers here, don't forget the Faith Insurance Agency. Now, they're not really related exactly to what we do, but they threw their name on this to help bring this kind of nonsense that we all enjoy so much. Same thing with Advanced Racing Development. Now, Yokohama Tires, you got a car, you need tires. Look to Yokohama because they also sponsor Meat Space Limits. If you're enjoying this, you need a top flight computer, you need a Nemesis Labs sim rig to get this all set up. Or if you don't want to participate, you just want to watch, well, grab your top flight computer and subscribe to Bearded Sim Racing on YouTube, Facebook, all of your social medias. And if you enjoy listening to people talk about cars, the Everyone Racers podcast, you want to join us every Monday night. We do an iRace of our own in our league. Get a hold of us on our social medias or at everyone.racers@gmail.com. Or if you're a full total nerd, you can text us at, let me look this up real quick, at 484-243-0455. Last week, Hamza challenged everyone listening to send me pictures of their junk. And the picture I got before the broadcast was over was a Dodge RV that had been converted to a flatbed with a broken race car on the back of it. And I'm not going to lie, it was pretty awesome. So if you've got that kind of junk pictures you want to text us, go ahead for it. Oh, look at that. Streamlabs has got their top flight computers on there. Just under a minute left. It looks like it is Matt Polasek's race to lose. And if he makes one mistake, which he hasn't, Rambler is 13 seconds behind, ready to pounce. Becker's a minute back. I don't know if Becker can do it in 30 seconds, but you never know. So I'm seeing a bunch of numbers that came up. Randy, Bearded Sim Racer, any Tylers, any input on who should be our winner?
I can't see, so I'm just going to go with whatever is the best multiple or common factor of 69.
Fair enough. I know you and Donnie bonded over your love of math, and I understand what common factors are, but I have no idea what any of them would be for 69. So we're going to declare our winners as car number 6 and car number 9. How about that?
Yeah, I can live with this. I like this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it.
Here we are on the final lap. All right.
So Nate's
So right
sixth.
now, Schlavine. Yeah, there we go. Nate is 6th. And
there's ninth
Jared
right in front of him.
Lucas. Oh, ho, ho. So they might have to battle it out. This may not be the final thing, but we're finishing the race. I wonder where they're going to do the Yeet Fest. Now, turn 1
Yeah,
tends
stay
to be
tuned.
the answer, but if they wait to turn 3 and they go straight through turn 3, if you hit that dirt berm at full tilt, you will fly over the track into iRacing orbit, and they will remove you. It's pretty impressive. All right, finishing the race. We say this every week, but we're not joking. Everyone in chat, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks to everyone in the booth that you guys brought up. Oh, the Yeet Fest has already started. That is truly wonderful. All right.
Yep.
Okay, so, I'm in the wrong spot to name off all the thank yous. Okay, so thank you, Randy, for joining us. As always, Bearded Sim Racer, thank you so much for having me and the rest of my E&R crew. Thank you to Top Flight Computers, Faith Insurance Agency, Advanced Racing Development, Yokohama Tires, the 24 Hours of Lemons, or iSuckAtRacing.com, and of course my co-host, who were here earlier, Chris and Chrissy from Everyone Racers Podcast. And it keeps going. That Audi just landed on its nose and kept going. And again, thank you all in chat for being a part of this. Definitely, Speedy, we would love to have you back. Come back. We do this every Sunday night. Same bat time, same bat channel. And they listened. Everyone's taking the berm. They're coming off turn 3 and launching over the track. This is excellent. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, Speedy, happy to have you here at any time. I was late myself because I was having dinner with someone because it was more pleasant than being on my roof doing this. All right, we just got an Audi clearly waiting for someone. All right, so they're coming around. Now, Matt Polasek crossed the line before everyone else, and dang if he didn't earn it because we penalized him twice for being too good and still managed to come back and win. So properly done on that one, sir. And there we go. Across the Yeet Fest. Oh, slightly bit. Is he going to make it? And he is up and out of there. He achieves orbit. Bill, I don't know if Bill's going to get in trouble for that one. Bill's going to say, look, man, I did the physics model and you guys decide what the database limitations were. So piss off. I'm getting a cup of coffee. He's out of here. Yep. On there. The number 25 doesn't quite achieve the same orbit, but does almost take out a Miata as it is coming across the track. We've got one Audi on its turtled on its roof over there. That was awesome. This is an excellent yeet fest so far.
I'm picturing the flight physics of iRacing being done by a completely different guy, and like they go to check up on him, and it's just this guy named Jeb in a Kerbal Space Program T-shirt at all times. Like yeah, it's working great.
If he's he's probably like an aerospace engineer, but he doesn't speak English without an accent and came from some other place where they don't realize how smart he is. Oh, there we go. Ron Harrington gets into orbit. iRacing says, you have exceeded our universe. You're done. Yes, that's Skip Barber. That is excellent. That is a well done launch. Ooh, Stank gets it removed. And here we go. Polasek, he has chosen a victim, and they will not know.
The car swerved.
Like the last minute.
There's cars flying in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, the stuff in the background is actually hilarious when this happens. Who's in that Miata that dodged a chance to go into orbit? Come on, man. Oh. Michael, we're glad you've joined us. You're too good of a driver, but you clearly understand the spirit of what it is we do. So well done, sir. You were going to put that Miata into orbit.
I think Polasek is really shortlisting himself for the next You Donate, We Drink event.
I like where your head is at, as I often say, especially when we're racing in the real world. Randy, you're absolutely right. Bearded Sim Racer, he's your buddy. Let's get him to throw down how good, next week is trash racing. Maybe we could do another donation where he raises $10 for his favorite charity and does a shot for every $10 somebody donates. And let's see how good he is then.
As Soggy donates like a 2017 Honda Accord. And like, oh, okay, I guess we're going to do this now.
The last time we did that, when we did the Kim Harmon, the iScrodium 500 at Road Atlanta, it ended up being almost $4,000. And Soggy literally at the last minute made sure he was the sniper of the last donation. And he donated over $300 to Lemons of Love. So there are many, many, many bad things I will say about Soggy, and you don't know this, Randy, but many bad things you're going to say about Soggy because you bought that stupid French car from him. But his generosity, as anyone has ever met him in meat space knows, Soggy's generosity knows no bounds. You will always get bacon. Oh my gosh! Now that is a launch. That is an epic. Wow, and he stays in the iRacing orbit. Dear God. Is he just hovering there? Rotating?
He's even better at breaking the game than we are.
My God, yeah. That's going to get Bill yelled at. Bill's getting fussed at about that one. That was wow. Wow. and he puts it on all fours. My God, man. Oh, that is excellent. Yes, Kevin, you've listened to us many times. Poor Bill's having a meeting tomorrow morning and he's getting chewed out a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure that the astrodynamics of an Audi is his problem, because we didn't have any cars disappearing into the thing. Oof. Yes. That's wow. And he hits the second stage and puts it on all fours. Oh, God, that is just fantastic. 215 miles an hour, according to the guys. Nice. That is, I agree. That is, in fact, the yeet of the night. And if Eric was here, he would be screen capturing that to put this on the social medias tomorrow. So if our man Eric Rude was on there.
Still freaking out. Wow.
Oh, that is great. He landed in all fours. He just bounced a little bit after he did it. Yes. This is one of our favorite parts, is the Yeet Fest, Lafredsky. So yeah, this is what we do. We have some very good racing, and then some very bad racing, and then some off the charts Yeet Fest, and they are doing it proper. We've gotten quite good at this over the last 2 years, and we know where to do it. Yes, you did flip several cars over and came back. Oh, Tyler, it was a good race. You drove well. Unfortunately, man, yeah. What happens when an alien meets an alien? So there's that. All right, Bearded Sim Racer. I feel like we're getting ready to wrap this up. Am I being too soon about that? It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm letting this roll out and see if there's more yeets.
We've had several people that ended up in orbit and they're not in the race anymore because they just went to another planet and iRacing doesn't recognize them anymore. Yeet of the Night does need his own trophy. And then we can start compiling the Yeets of the Night and then have an entire separate YouTube video where you, the viewer, vote on the Yeet of the year, or at least the Yeet of the season. We'll talk to the organizers about that. I like the attitude, and then we can get them some sort of trophy that either they will display with pride or, have their parents cry in shame that they, paid money to raise this person. But in any case, we'll do something. And we need one for paint schemes, but some nights, oh my gosh, it's just so hard to choose. So, will the real 24 Hours of Lemons have a Yeet Fest? Absolutely not. No. And being that I'm one of the judges, if you attempt a Yeet Fest, I will come down upon you like Ted Cruz on a Cancun vacation should you attempt a Yeet Fest at a Meat Space race. What we need to do is
it means we can bully you out of it easily.
Yeah. Well, no, he went to Cancun. You're not bullying him out of Cancun.
Valid points.
Valid.
I mean, I feel like we do have Yeet Fest. There's just it's a different kind of mechanic. There's no vehicles involved. It's mostly just questionable beverages and bathrobes worn by all. It's really a social experience.
It is, and good pit vehicles, bad pit vehicles, a portable hot tub, and questionable beverages. Jonathan, we're sorry you just got home from work, and you were glad you're here for the Yeet Fest. If you missed what actually was a really good race, feel free to throw this on your YouTube and watch it again, because I am certain Bearded Sim Racer would not complain about the views. Here we go. Nathan Adler with the Street Stock trying to get into orbit. He missed it. Oh, and he achieves orbit his second time around. Well done. Oh, man. So as we're wrapping up the Yeet Fest, yet again, because it's what I'm known for, I must thank Advanced Racing Development, the Faith Insurance Agency, 24 Hours of Lemons, Yokohama Tires. Check out the 24 Hours of Lemons at 24hoursoflemons.com. If you don't want to race, they have rallies. These are wonderful, fun times. At the end of April, come join us on the Texas Rattle Trap Rally. The registration is open now. You can still get the hotels. That's going to be a fun time. Great way to have fun in a garbage car without actually having to race or endanger yourself. Give it a shot. Once we get cleared and everyone gets vaccinated and we're not doing all the same stuff before, come watch a Lemons race. Otherwise, we do this every Sunday night. Come check it out. Next week is going to be the Trash Sprints at Irwindale. If you just enjoy watching good, well choreographed, excellent camera angles on iRacing, subscribe to Bearded Sim Racer on the YouTubes, Facebooks, and Twitch, because he does this for all kinds of actual real racers, finger quotes, real racers. And you'll enjoy all of this stuff, the kind of artsy stuff you'll get without me rambling on about some obscure 70s car show. Top Flight Computers, Nemesis Labs, and if you like listening to talk about cars, check out the Everyone Racers podcast, and we also host one of these races every Monday night. Bearded Sim Racer, thank you for being here. Randy, thanks for joining us in the booth and kind of providing a bit of a cover from Chris and Chrissy to me.
Hey, you know, it's not much, but it's honest work. Every time we watch
Thanks everybody at home for tuning in.
Every time we watch the slow-mo of the Audi leaving orbit, I just keep playing the Hulk walking away song. Instead of walking away, he's just walking up, like, nice and slowly.
Oh, the piano thing. Oh, I can dig that up. That's got to be well, no, I don't want to play it because then Facebook will argue with Bearded Sim Racer about the finger
Right.
chord.
The first week we got in trouble for playing the Hulk walking away sad song or whatever. So.
Somebody in the booth needs to have a kazoo at all points.
Yes.
So they could just kazoo it anytime it's needed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, I can hear it in my head. It's great, perfect.
Yeah, we had saber dance, all the stuff that got us yelled at.
Man, those first couple months of racing were like, they were fun, and they were almost a different brand of fun from what we have now. They were lightning in a bottle in like a completely different way. Man, they were something.
In many ways, the iRacing series has mimicked the 24 Hours of Lemons, because I raced one of the originals in 2007 when you didn't have to have a full roll cage. You could use a stock seat and a 3-point seat belt. And it was definitely its own kind of fun. I think the series is much better now because both the safety and the talent have grown. And the organizers have done a great job of staying in front of the talent because the cars have gotten way too fast. They're like, oh, we're going to need this a lot safer. And the iRacing aspect of this has gotten the same. You're starting to see the same names over and over, and everybody's getting better. Eden, and I know you're not feeling it right now, Lady A, but your time is coming, I promise you.
Oh, hey, was our French 3 a.m. driver Frederic here? He's still here at the end of things?
Yes.
So we went into a turn early on, and we might have smacked him pretty good. And honestly, the last time Toto hit that hard, I was like 12 rum and cokes deep, and Africa came on. But like, he took it like a sports. Like, bless you, Frederic. You're beautiful.
Frederic clearly gets it, as does the rest of our drivers do. So, Bearded Sim Racer, I'll leave you to play us out unless you want me to do the advertising read again, which I will do happily.
Sure.
With our winners tonight.
Congrats to Nate and
tonight.
Eric Hesser. Yeah, Eric
Absolutely.
Hesser there coming up 9th.
Yes, and thanks everyone for tuning in and everyone that came to race. Not only can you do this, you should do this. Husty throwing up the iSuckAtRacing.com. Give it a shot. And that's impressive because he's rum and cranberry into the evening, and up in Nebraska, they ain't got much else to do.
Just looking at the comment thread now. Stunt Granny wondering what rum and cokes are. I don't know, but I'm sure there is almost certainly a definition somewhere on Urban Dictionary.
While you're there, go ahead and look up Rusty Mustang. It's a thing. I wish it wasn't, but it is.
Yeah, congrats to our winners tonight. I feel like all the viewers at home are the real winners tonight, and I know I feel like a winner. Thanks everybody for being here. And next week we'll be back for some trash racing at did you say Oxford Plains and Irwindale? That's like a combo.
I did, and I'm gonna scroll over here on my computer and double check myself. But yes, Oxford Plains and Irwindale for the trash sprints next week, which if you enjoyed the Yeet Fest, you'll enjoy that entire race. It's gonna be great.
Well, thank you everybody for being here, and until we do this again next week, everybody out there stay safe, and I'll let Ron Harrington play us out. Everybody have a good week, and we'll see you next time.